Quiet on the set.
Copy that. Pull out a little bit. Let's see the Madden NFL logo.
Sound.
2 and 1. Roll. Fade.
Here we are live here in Southern California.
Some people are built, some ain't.
I'm at a loss of words. I don't even know what to say.
Esports has really exploded, and what that has created is just this appetite to watch people play video games.
Wow!
Madden NFL football continues to grow, and we're back and better than ever here in the MCS, where we'll have our 4 majors, we'll be crowning our 4 champions. There's money to be made, there's glory to be had.
One more to the legend.
Go, young kid.
This is where the best Madden players are made.
Live in a brand new studio at EA headquarters.
We are at the home of Madden NFL football here in San Francisco, California.
It's amazing to see how fast competitive gaming is growing.
I'm here on ESPN2.
We have a partnership with EA. Let's attract our core NFL fan and introduce him or her to gaming content.
There's no telling how far it's going to go.
It means a lot to play Madden and have friends.
Listen up, young man. You've earned it.
This is what competitive Madden's all about.
Like literally everyone, just sit there for a second.
Welcome to Arlington. We have the best players in the world in the house. 512 registered players. You gotta fight them all live.
Look at the emotion!
Unbelievable.
Look at the savagery!
For the belt, Serious Mo is back at the top of the mountain. This is that time of year. This is my Christmas.
The jockeying for a coveted seat at the Madden 20 NFL Club Championship has been fierce. Thus far, over half the 32 clubs in the National Football League have each crowned its own Madden champion.
There's such a great feeling.
Now, those who remain battle for the right to represent the Carolina Panthers. A popular player in the Madden community took down last year's Panthers champion to get here, but most consider the Panthers trophy up for grabs. It's the Carolina Panthers Club Championship, who will make the final cut. Just south of San Francisco, it's the EA campus, epicenter to popular and mainstay video games such as Apex Legends, FIFA, The Sims, and of course Madden NFL 20. 4 Madden pros have made the trip here to fulfill their dream of representing the Carolina Panthers back here at the NFL Club Championship. Welcome, friends, inside the EA broadcast studios. We are ready to get this party started for the Madden 20 Carolina Panthers Club Championship. Hey there, Panthers fans and our friends from the Madden community. Happy to have you with us. Over the next 3 hours, we will crown a Madden champion for the Carolina Panthers. Evan Rayner here, thrilled to be joined by the defending Madden Bowl champion and 3-time individual club champion, Jeezy. Jeezy will be alongside, of course, Scott Cole, the voice of Madden Competitive. Jeezy, this has been an amazing week for you here in the divisional finals. Your brother was here watching.
Yeah.
Talk to us about how this week has been for you.
I mean, honestly, this is the biggest tournament of the year, biggest prize pool. So you want to show out, right? Yeah. So definitely stressful, like making your roster and then being in the game, especially like knowing that one loss and you're out of the tournament, and then now you got to be in the Madden Challenge, so which is a different mode. So now like there's just so much stress going into it. But once you're in the game, that stress goes away. You're locked in, and you just focus on winning that game.
Jeezy loves this because he's a grinder. You know what I mean?
That's right.
He likes just to get in there. This thing takes 4 months to complete from start to finish. You mentioned the prize pool, $700,000. I mean, that's a big deal. But you've come up short in this tournament a few times.
This is one of the tournaments I kind of struggle with. I mean, I've got a final 16 last time.
Yeah.
I want to get a little further this time.
But you did good this week. You did win your club. And what's unique about this dynamic? Because you're a great player, one of the biggest historied players in the game. Yeah. What makes this tournament dynamic so different for players?
The thing about it is, who can say they represented an NFL team right here? These 4 people are here to try to represent the Panthers Club Series, and that's just not many people can say it. Only the 32 people that make it this year can say that.
All right, well, thank you so much, Jeezy. Much more to come with Jeezy and Scott as we push towards our first match. We even have a special surprise courtesy of Papa John's later in the show. So we have 4 players remaining for the Panthers, but this final 4, and for those across the league at each of the 32 NFL clubs, getting to this point wasn't easy. Here's the GOAT, our own RG, to explain the path they took to get here.
In the year of the NFL blowing out 100 candles, the Madden NFL Club Championship has never had better numbers. This year, an eye-popping 75,454 competitors signed up to participate to represent one of the 32 NFL clubs. Even by my standards and love of Madden, that's amazing.
They didn't prepare for that one!
The journey began back in late July. Competitors jockeyed an online ladder play to secure position on one of two leaderboards, MUT Salary Cap Ranked and the Weekend League. In early October, the deadline closed for signing up for the club championship. A week later, 16 invitations were offered to players from each of the 32 clubs based on their finish. 8 for those who prefer playing on Xbox and 8 for PS4. That's 16 players fighting for the right to represent each of the 32 clubs, giving us 512 players at the start of the club online elimination. Those 16 Madden grinders at each club then competed in a double elimination tourney online. From that, 4 players emerged, 2 Xbox and 2 PS4, giving us our final 4 for each NFL team and trimming the field at large down to 128. The final 4 at each club became set to battle to be called their club's champion and punch one of 32 tickets to the main draw of the Madden Major in late December. And that, my friends, is how they got here.
Always great to hear from RG. I miss the guy. Do you miss him, Drini?
On the booth? Oh, 100%. Like, he has so many sayings. I love this when he says, he's on his horse, he's on his horse. And I just crack up every time.
One time when Problem Right was on a long touchdown run, he said, I've never seen a goat on his horse. That was one of the best ones. But the good news is, hey, he's back in 2 weeks. So
yeah,
some more RG coming your way.
We'll see him soon. I'm excited to see him as well. It's been a minute after the Thanksgiving break. RG will join us. So that's how everyone made it. Now let's talk gameplay and prize pool for the Panthers Club Championship. The winner advances to the Madden 20 NFL Club Championship. 21 teams have selected their champions thus far. We are playing MUT Salary Cap, so roster building is crucial. We both have Xbox and PS4 controllers in play. Prize pool wise, $6,500 goes to today's winner, as well as a shot at the over $700,000 at the NFL Club in mid-December. Now, we have a new patch, and players at home may know that, but for those watching, we will not be playing on that patch today.
No, it's not fair. The competitors have to play on a patch that drops midweek. So they're on the previous patch, so you'll see Nasty Streak still being very effective. You'll see the zone defenses reacting really well. That's why you saw Drini have some success. Maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, you won't see Drini as good.
Do you agree with that?
Is that true?
No.
No? What is the impact that patch is you almost expect it?
Honestly, it changes everything. Like, you're going to see a lot of these players in this club with nasty streaks, and that just would never be the case if they did know like they were going to play on this patch. But like I said, like the zones are going to be totally different. They have Denzel Ward and Deion Sanders. You're going to see a Denzel Ward and Deion Sanders make a lot of plays in this tournament, and they're just not going to be making those crazy plays in this next patch.
We might see some more passing in December.
Yeah, let's hope. I mean, it's always fun to watch the pass. Before we get to our first semifinal, we mentioned the prize pool. But the Panthers will also award this customized controller trophy to the winner of the Madden 20 Carolina Panthers Club Championship. That thing is sweet and very appropriate for the Madden competitive gaming event. And the champion is not the only one who could take home some swag today. Make sure to go to contest.panthers.com to register for your chance to win a Luke Kuechly Core Elite card. Jump in there soon. Supplies are limited, so make sure to sign up for your chance to win the Luke Kuechly Core Elite card. You a fan of Luke Kuechly?
I love him. He's smart on the field. I mean, in the game and in real life. He makes plays, stops the run, and pass for you.
87's not bad, and plus, he's the kind of player that you can power up.
Yeah.
You're going to need that 87 if you're going to power him up. If you got a goon squad, like maybe this guy right here, you might be using him for training.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, a welcome item to your Madden collection.
All right. Well, speaking of Luke Kuechly and the Panthers, let's turn to the business at hand. Here is what we have on tap. In the first match, which we will bring to you in just a few moments, it's two players enjoying their best runs as pros in a Madden Championship Series event. It'll be Zay taking on Jeezy. And then later, it's the very popular 34-year-old One Great user facing JD, who's making his second straight Final Four appearance at the Panthers Club. This is a strong group. Let's talk players to watch, fellas. I'll go with each of you.
For sure, one great user, man.
Yeah.
I play him all the time online, and I'll tell you, man, he's out there toting the ball. He's ready, and he's just gonna rely on his defense. If he's on a 4th and 6 or 4th and 7, be prepared for him to punt the ball and just hope that he gets a stop with the defense. So, you're gonna see him, just become a defensive player.
So Trini going with the popular pick there. The guy I think 78% of the community wanted. I'm going to go with the guy he plays then.
Okay.
JD, he's the youngest guy in this thing, 19 years old. He's 11-3 in the MCS. He made the Final Four here last year in Madden 19, and he's going to be the only one I think that's going to be throwing the football in this. So, guys like Draney run the ball so much, it just makes you want to throw up, that I gotta be looking at the guys that are passing the football. Those are the guys the fan wants to see.
All right, well, we'll see both of them later, but we do have a big matchup coming up here. Our first semifinal of the day. It's Zay and Jeezy. So let's get some thoughts, Scott, especially on this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, we got two runners. You got guys that are trying to make a name for themselves in this. The interesting thing about Jeezy is he's a runner, but he runs 11 unique plays. So that's a lot of different stretches and a lot of different dives.
Yeah, that's like, you might have defense for this, like for a particular formation, but do you have a defense for this? Like, he's going to just go through all his formations, see what you don't have defense for, and he's just on attack once he sees that.
And on the other side, Zay, when you look at his stats online, he had the most points per game, the most explosive offense.
Strong.
So you're going to talk about one of these guys is going to have some run D, or it could be I'd say a long day, but actually a short game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, between these two guys, they're both runners, and basically in these type of games, it's usually whoever gets that first stop, the other guy's going to be so uncomfortable. Once they get stopped and the run stopped, it's going to be over from there. So look out to whoever gets the first stop, and I think they're going to win the game.
All right, so this offensive game is going to hinge on defense, basically.
Yes.
All right, I get it. It makes sense somewhere in there. All right, the table is set for our first semifinal. It's Zay and Jeezy. This match features two players making their first Final Four appearance in a club championship. The winner advances to our final and is one step closer to being crowned the Panthers champion. Scott, Draney, take it away.
All right, let's keep pounding. We got some great games, some great Madden coming your way, and let's get to know the players first. It's Zay, first appearance in the club championship, and he's not won any money except for these 15 that he's taking. He's 8-4. You can see he's from North Carolina, from Matthews, and look at that offensive rank, 49. That's twice as good as you.
Hey, man, I was ranked like 110, so you could tell, if he's 50th, he's out there balling.
Let's take a look at the abilities that Zay's going to be putting on the field. You use Phillip Rivers, and of course, there is Clint Portis with that jukebox.
Yeah, man. I didn't have jukebox, but having both of them, the Hot Rod Master and jukebox, that definitely puts a whole nother dynamic out there. You got to worry about the run. You got to worry about the pass. It's going to be crazy, especially with the nasty streak from Joe Thomas.
Well, let's check out his opponent. On the other side is going to be Jeezy, the man making his way down from Canada. And of course, this is his first club Final Four appearance. He lost in the online in this club last year, so it's his home in Ontario. And look at that defensive rank, 7.
Yo, I see the ladder record 11-1. He is not playing around.
So we're going to have a great high explosive offense against a great defense, and this is how he gets it done with these abilities. See all the sure tacklers, but we got an identifier out there.
Yeah, basically he's going to see who you're using pre-play, and once he sees that, it's going to, in his mind, he knows what play he's going to call.
All right, semifinal number 1 here in Carolina. It's my hometown club. I live only about 45 minutes from the stadium. What a great organization, and it's our honor to be bringing you this Carolina Panthers Club Championship as Zay and Jeezy going to kick things off. Remember, Zay came up a bit short to JD in the winner's bracket final. Okay. So he had to come through the loser's bracket to be able to move on the other side. And here we go. Zay's going to start off with it first.
Yeah, speaking of online elimination games, Jeezy, he actually won every game by at least 10 points.
That's crazy.
So he dominated the online elimination portion. So, if he keeps that up, he should be, on road to success.
He's going to have that Raiders playbook, and on the other side, he's going to be going up against the Dolphins defense.
Yeah, so basically with the Raiders offense, he's going to be running the ball. Dolphins has a lot of formations on defense, has 1-4-6. Everything you can think of, 3-4 nickel normal, just a lot of the meta defense.
It might be the offense with the most formations versus, as far as running goes, against the defense with the most formations. Going to see which one of these wins out.
Yeah.
You can see Manu back-to-back in 18 and 19. It's been tough to repeat. Here in Madden 20, it was one great user you'll see in semifinal number 2 that knocked Manu out.
They beat him twice.
Beat him twice.
That's crazy. That's really tough to do.
So they're setting their audibles, getting ready to go. 20 minutes, 5-minute quarters, and ever so important is that 40-second play clock, especially when you're talking about 2 runners.
Yeah, man, like that's why they picked Oakland. They have so many formations they can audible to. They need to fix their audibles for each formation. I have around like 13, 14 formations I can use in the Oakland playbook. So he's going to start it off on wing flex close.
So here's Zay.
Jeezy's going to be in the 3-4 solid. I like this defense versus wing flex close.
A little bit of a bunch look over on the left side as Phillip Rivers goes up under center, a hand to Clinton Portis.
And as you can see, Fletcher Cox coming through the A gap, and this is the reason why I like 3-4 solid versus wing flex close. The dude comes in up through the middle, untouched, and it disrupts the offense.
It'll be 2nd and 9. Portis dragging Griffin for a yard.
Watch out for that nasty streak to go ham.
You're going to want to find out where Joe Thomas is.
There goes one.
Down one, but Pat Tillman, nice job by the user.
If he took one step to the outside with his user, he was getting pancaked as well. That was about to be a crip shot, but that was a great user by Jeezy. And, now he's on a 3rd and 10. But this is where Zay doesn't limit himself. He has hot route master. He can make sure that, in these type of situations, he can pass the ball. He's in this tight slots halfback week. I do like this formation. I use it a little bit as well. So, watch for him to air the ball out right here with the hot route master.
Both these guys, $1,500 career earnings, and that's because they got here to the Final Four. 8-4 record in the MCS all-time for Zay. He played in the Madden 18 Challenge where he finished 83rd. He's in the club championship, as we mentioned a year ago.
3-4. This defense gives this offense a lot of problems. If you do not know what you're doing in this formation, like if you're just like messing with it a little bit and just trying it out, you're going to struggle with 3-4 out if you just seen it for the first time, and it looks like this is the first time he's seen it.
As you saw Griffin come flying in, that'll force the 4th down, and so a 3 and out.
Yeah.
And he'll punt it away. That's the one stop you talked about earlier.
Oh yeah, watch for Jeezy for him to capitalize on this and just run the ball, control the clock, and if he gets 7 right here, he's in a perfect spot to win the game.
So we'll flip it over to Jeezy, the man from Canada, 3-0 in the MCS. He beat Money, he beat Fate, and he beat one great user by 10.
Hey, he has a perfect record. Sure, if he wins these next 2 games, that 5-0, the best record in the MCS.
This is his first event.
First event. All right. I remember when I was in my first event, I had no idea what was going on. I was shaking. I was looking everywhere but the monitor.
So 1st and 10 for him as he sets up his audible, gentleman's agreement.
Yeah.
If you're new to Madden, so they can have time to set up their audibles and get ready to go. Have you ever had somebody be like, nope?
Yeah.
Not happening.
I think it was in Ultimate League. I played Joke. And he knew, like, he was on West Coast. He only ran bunch. And so he took that as an advantage where he knew I would like audible to different formations. He's like, nah, we're just going to play right now. So I was like, all right, say no more. Ended up winning.
Yeah, if you're scoring at home. Trini with another win over Joke, who we'll see coming up 2 weeks from now. Coming up on a holiday week. What a way to start it off. A little bit of Madden on a Friday.
He took 2 delays. Okay, I've never seen this one before.
And now we're going to start selling sponsorships during the audible portion of the broadcast. But he comes up with a big stop, 3 and out.
See, he better not take another delay or else they will kick him out the game. So
that's true.
We'll have to start this up. Come on.
See what Jeezy can get going. Both of our players running Raiders playbook. That's the meta right now.
Yeah.
I run Jags just to be a little different.
Yeah, Jags has a lot of good passing formations and shotgun. A lot of doubles weak, wide trips. I like that choice.
It's less of a salary cap choice. I don't recommend it for salary cap.
Yeah.
But if you get it in DC, why not rock with it?
All right, he's in the I-form close slot, audibling to I-form close. He's going to be these type of players. He can just pass and run out of these formations.
He does have Tyreek Hill on the outside to the right side. It looks like John Ross, the 3rd, over on the left. And Portis gets a block, gets in the outside. And will they catch him?
No, they won't.
No, they won't. Clinton Portis in for Jeezy.
I mean, that power, the guards held up, and not one person got off the block. That was just too easy. He just ran straight. Didn't have to do any moves. That was just too easy.
89 minutes to set up the audibles, and then 9 seconds to score. It was a 51-yard run, and just like that, the man that's undefeated so far looking good with a 7-0 lead here early.
Remember, man, every game online elimination, he won by at least 10.
Here it is again. Look, he just gets the edge.
I'm pretty sure that was just Joe Thomas with the nasty streak who just pushed back that linebacker.
And no one able to chase down the speed of Clinton Portis, who has certainly made his stamp on this tournament. There's another guy that's been impactful, Pat Tillman. I think he's got supreme tackler on him.
Yeah, you can't juke him out. Clinton Portis, jukebox, that's not going to face him.
So a loss of 2, that'll bring up a 2nd and 12. Scott Cole, 2-time belt winner Drini along with you.
Man.
In club history, winning 3 different clubs. Pick a club already, Drini.
I don't know. But I could tell this dude Jeezy knows what he's doing, because for every offense he comes out in, for every offense Zay comes out in, Jeezy has a different defense for it. So, you know, he's prepared for each one, and he's labbed. He's done his work.
And remember, I told you Zay came in with the most powerful offense statistically online. You know, putting up nearly 200 yards a game. And it's been a struggle fest so far.
It's 3rd and 13 with the hot route master.
He's got a balanced offense too. I mean, you know, he rushes for 100 yards a game, throws for 97. And he does go to the air. Tyreek Hill looking for the marker. It's going to be just shy. What are you doing, Drini?
See, the reason, like, I like the hot route master choice, but then again, he has bad receivers. So it's going to be hard to pass the ball even though he has hot route master. Look, I've seen his tight ends. He has Lee Smith, a 10 cap, who has no receiving stats. And then he has, I'm pretty sure, 14 cap, I don't know his name, but he was a 14 cap tight end. So he's not spending much.
Pruitt?
Yes, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Pruitt. And he's just not spending a lot of cap on his receiver. So even with hot route master, it's still going to be tough to pass the ball. But 4th and 1, you have to run the ball. This is your offense.
You might burn a timeout here.
Yeah. He's probably going to run dive, though. No way.
8 seconds to get the play off.
Yeah, he's running dive.
Up to the line here on the 4th and 1. He's already been stopped once. And he will hand it off. And the first down a little bit more. Here goes Portis. Denzel Ward, one of the fastest guys in the game, will bring him down at the 6.
Wow, man.
And he's swagging, but there's no reason to swag right now. You just got away with one.
Yo, Zay definitely got a break with the jukebox. Broke a tackle after juking somebody. Just so unfortunate for Jeezy. But I'm just looking at Jeezy's face. While the play was going, he was just shaking his head in disgust. But, you know, he still has a chance to lock up right here, hold to 3. This is still your chance, man.
Juked out 3 defenders. If it wasn't for Denzel Ward, it would have been a touchdown.
Denzel Ward's crazy, 94 speed. He's going to catch up to anybody.
That freaking fast card. See Joe Thomas.
Oh, my God.
And wow. Bodies flying everywhere and pinning the PAT. We're going to be tied.
And this is Jeezy's first tournament. You know, this might get to him for the rest of the game. I'm just looking at him, just shaking his head. He is mad right now, and he just needs to put this behind him.
Seems pretty calm and collective for the man from Ontario, Canada. Going up against the guy from North Carolina. Trying to hold it down for his home state. Here, the Carolina Panthers Club Championship, and here's prime time. That's the 20. Look at this, man. This is crazy right here.
Oh, my God. He juked. Maybe that isn't tackle supreme, because I just seen, or maybe that was Palma who fell. I'm not sure. But I don't know. We need to check if he has tackle supreme.
Long run, nevertheless. Hey, it's almost like he laid down there for a moment. Just went right by him.
Yeah. He's back to this I-form close slot, audibling to I-form close, so I'm pretty sure he's about to run power out to the right. Yep, there it goes.
That's where he goes, and he bounces around, and he scored on his first play. 51-yard touchdown run, but this time gets 2.
See, I don't think I've seen a team that doesn't have Troy Polamalu. This dude is just literally on every single team, including mine. I think he's just the best captain.
Can't not have him at this point with the way things are set up at the end of 1. 7-7. Our admin stepping in to make a quick adjustment. But don't forget, Luke Kuechly Core Elite card out there for you guys. Have a chance. Go out to contest.panthers.com. Select the secret phase. Keep pounding. And of course, look at this. Or a trip to the Super Bowl. They just kind of slid that in at the end. So you definitely want to go out there with an opportunity. Yeah, I know. Get a chance to go out there to the Super Bowl. Not too bad.
Shoot, all I know is I'm registering. I need a chance.
We'll give you a moment. I mean, if you want to get your phone out, you want to head over there, sure.
Yeah.
So our admins for having for once they're not stepping in telling us to be easy. They're stepping in just saying, hey, just wait a minute here at the end of the first.
Not be easy meme is definitely funny.
The cool thing about this tournament is the seedings, who you're going to play is based on how the team is doing in the traditional NFL. So you can see the Panthers there in second place, the Saints way up top. So how the Falcons and Buccaneers do the rest of the way, you got no idea who might be facing who when it comes December 17th. Yeah, that's week 15, I believe.
That's the biggest thing, man. I'm just going to be paying attention because I won the Jaguars Club today. I'm paying attention to the AFC South, seeing what's going on, and whoever I play, I'm just going to be prepared for them.
Well, the NFC and AFC South, very tough in this Madden Club Championship. Who's going to represent the Panthers? We got a good one so far, tied at 7 apiece as we resume play here at the start of the second quarter. And I like the adjustments. You know, you give up the long run for the touchdown, but now you come back with back-to-back decent stops.
Yeah. I mean, he's on a 3rd and 3. Jeezy does not have a hot route master, so you're not going to see him pass the ball like Zay's going to pass the ball on 3rd down. Expect him to run the ball here. He has a identifier on Zach Martin, though. He's ready just to see if he clicks off. There he goes, click off.
And Clint Portis gets absolutely blown up. That's going to bring up a 4th and 6.
It's crazy.
I think that's White come flying through there.
Yeah, it was White. It's just crazy how one play can change everything, man. That jukebox and the broken tackle from Zay, scoring a touchdown basically. Oh, he blocked it!
He blocked the punt! It's loose! Jackson's gonna scoop! He's gonna score! And all of a sudden, it's Zay's world!
Man, Zay is hype right now. He's taking advantage. Oh my God, block punt.
Let's go, man.
I have never seen a block punt in the MCS era.
There's 3 levels to this.
Bro, I've never seen one. Even labbing, preparing, anything. I've never seen this. Oh my God.
Extra point up, and it's good. Troy Apke, we know he's got speed. And he blocks a punt, then Jackson with the scoop and the score. 14 unanswered.
Maybe I don't know about the punts, but maybe it was because the accuracy was bad. I have no idea if maybe that's a thing, but geez, that's definitely a difference maker. Now he has 14 points off a jukebox and a broken tackle and now a punt block. How can he respond to this, man?
You talked about being his first live event. Here it is.
This is a bad way to start it off.
But you talk about special teams. You got a lot of 10 cappers out there. Anything can happen.
Oh yeah, for sure. He has O'Shaughnessy at tight end. Yeah, he's definitely not passing the ball with this team. He's going to be looking to run for sure right here. I'll bring back to eye from close. And he loves this power O. I think that's just the main play in his formation.
It's 4 yards being picked up right there. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. You got to make sure you don't get on tilt here. I mean, that's 2 very, I don't want to say lucky, but it's.
I feel like I feel like Jeezy is using these. I feel like Jeezy is using these 2 receivers as a decoy. I feel like he just wants them to think about Tyreek Hill, think about John Ross, the speedsters, just so he can, like, you know, maybe he might bomb me. Maybe he might bomb me for a touchdown. But honestly, I think he's just using them as a decoy. And he's just trying to run the ball every play. And Zay realizes that he's leaving them on the island, and he's just trying to stop the run.
Had a long run on 4th and 1, and then the block punt. 14 unanswered.
I don't know about this route combo right here. I've never seen this one before.
It is screaming. Man. Absolutely screaming. Montez Sweat.
Dang.
He's gone back to pass twice. And it's been an 8-yard sack both times.
I won't lie to you. That blitz screams so fast. I don't think I can make a read that quick. And then another one, bro.
He blocked it. Oh,
that just changed the goddamn game.
And that's going to be our kicker.
I
can't believe I did that.
So obviously this dude knows something that we don't. This dude has the timing down or something. I just wish we had a camera on Jeezy's face.
We glitchy out here. As long as I know I'm getting glitchy out here.
This guy is glitchy.
As long as I know
I'm holding the punt. I'm
doing.
doing something on the way back down. You got to hold it or something, right? I mean, you can't just.
Okay. All you need to know is I'm going up to him after this game. I'm asking him, what is he doing? I need to know what he's doing.
He had back-to-back blocks, but instead it's roughing the kicker. It's going to be a first down.
As long as I know I'm getting glitchy out here, I'm good, man. Let's go.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you see, it's quite all right. You see our man Jeezy there.
Yeah,
yikes.
Honestly,
I mean, you know, you hit a one-play, 51-yard touchdown. You're feeling good. I'm thinking, man, this might be a blowout. Next thing you know, Zay just turns into the maybe the glitch master.
Hey, one of them, went against him for a punt return for a touchdown, but then another one for him. He gets a first down off of it. So I know in his mind, he's like, no, I can't go on a punting decision anymore. I cannot punt the ball anymore. He's about to block it. So, you know, he has to get a first down right here. I'm already scared.
He's got to hold it on the way down on these punts. Yeah, there's something to the timing.
Yeah, it has to be.
2nd and 13.
Here comes a run to the left. And there he goes. He has the numbers.
Oh, outside. And that's close to the first down. Yeah, Zay might be the first guy to release a special teams play, ebook.
Oh, yeah. I'd definitely buy that. I'm buying that.
3rd and 2 at the 43. This is just semifinal number 1 here in the Panthers Club Championship.
You're going to see Zay in this edge blitz, the most popular run defense, and then he just glitched him.
No, sir. No, sir.
He countered the glitch.
And he gets to the outside. Palomalu comes up with a big secure tackle at the 42, but that's going to move the chains.
That was a great attempt by Zay to play defense versus it. He knew what was coming. He was about to flip the play, and he was just a little too late with it, but you know, he knows next time what he's going to do. He's going to try to adjust for it.
So 1st and 10, positive territory. Does have all 3 timeouts, but we're under a minute to go all of a sudden in the half.
50 seconds left. I think he's going to want to rush a little bit. Doesn't have that much time to try to get 7.
So he'll use one of his timeouts here, stop the clock, 50 seconds to go. Needs a couple more yards to get into field goal range, maybe 5 or 6 to feel comfortable. Rivers, long drop. And there's John Ross III, the speedster from Washington, forced out of bounds at the 27.
I know there's only 40 seconds left and he only has 2 timeouts, but it's a one-on-one situation. That's just a scary situation. I think I would have went for a move and tried to get the touchdown right there. Because 3 points is guaranteed. You know,
is it though?
Oh, you're right.
Who knows? We haven't seen him kick a field goal yet.
You're right.
I'm scared. Anything against Zay on the special teams.
I know he could block punts. Shoot, we'll see if he could block a kick too.
1st and 10 at the 27. It's been an interesting first half, to say the least.
Still in this I-form close slot. Expect a run, a stretch to the right.
And that's where he goes.
Cuts
it back inside. That should be enough for the first down, and it is. Let's see if he hurries up here.
Yeah, Jeezy knows what he's doing, man. He's attacking the numbers. He's running wherever he has the most guys at. So, you know, he definitely had the numbers on to the right side. He knew he was going to run there.
12-second runoff. 20 seconds to go now.
He's going to have to hurry up. He has 2 timeouts. Call one of them. Well, he's taking too much time, man.
Yep.
And
should
then
have called timeout
Zay is
after that
hyped
last
because
play.
he knows he's wasting too much time doing this.
I love the clock management.
Let's
go.
He said, I love the clock.
Timeout, and now it's at 7 seconds. Even with a timeout, you're sort of in an iffy moment.
Yeah. And this is
because you could break off a 13-yard run.
Yeah.
And it'd be the end of the half.
Yeah. I mean, this is bad clock management, honestly. Maybe this comes into being his first tournament ever. I don't know.
And I'm not sure he should be kicking the field goal here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
this game very well be. It can be 14-7 once this is.
He goes to Portis though, and can't get away from Troy P. And there's the timeout. So you went from having the opportunity to run 3 plays to only getting 2, and he has to settle for 3.
It's horrible. Didn't give himself a chance to get 7 that play or that possession. Just messed up big time. But you know, I know he is scared right now. He knows he needs to make this accurate or this might be blocked.
We'll let you live. We'll let you live.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's not even in a field goal block defense, and it's up and it's good. 14-10. What a fun halftime between these two guys. And the cool thing about this entire club championship, we got guys wired up, and this time it's Zay.
Hey, from 2 run.
Panoramic roof on my new coupe, so no Maserati. Let's go! Ah! I can't believe I did that. Give me that! Give me that! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! It's 3 levels, baby! It's 3 levels! It's 3 levels!
That was after that big block punt. They're playing for the cash, the glory, and this club championship trophy from the Panthers. Be able to take home, throw it up on the mantle, put it beside your gaming station. Not too bad here in Carolina. And we're going to keep pounding here to the second half. And Zay started to feel it. He was quiet on that first possession, but he started talking.
Oh, yeah.
But things started going his way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, for 2 runners playing against each other, it's usually not as entertaining as this one. And, you know, I'm definitely happy to be here right now. This is definitely one of the funner games.
So 14-10. And that was a big moment at the end of the half where he only got 3. Could have double dipped a chip. Yeah. But he's going to have possession here, so he's got a chance to go down, get that touchdown, and regain the lead and take that momentum.
Yeah.
Scott Colandrini along with you here at the start of the second half.
Yeah, like there's so many things that's won against you, Jeezy, and you're still in a spot where you can take the lead. So you have to put all that behind you, and you just have to lock in and get 7 right here, and you're in a spot to win the game.
Portis doesn't get much there on first down. 14 carries, 98 yards.
That's not bad.
Remember, 51 of those, though, were on his first carry.
Oh, yeah. So if he had 51 yards first carry, you know, obviously that means Zay's been slowing it down. So, you know, kudos to Zay for, you know, adapting, knows what runs he's going to do now, and he's ready.
If you're Jeezy, you got to be thinking it can't go much worse than it did in that first half, especially the way the momentum went on that 2 special team plays. One was blocked and one was a roughing the punter. I mean, I talked about not seeing a block punt in the history of the MCS.
Let's go!
I can't remember seeing a roughing the punter. I mean, nobody really goes for the block. And that brings up a 3rd and 11 at the 26 is a big down.
If that was a nasty streak, that might be a touchdown. Oh, man. If I'm a runner, man, I'd be fully invested. I'd make sure I have all the best guys and the best things you can get, all the abilities. But I guess Jeezy wasn't having it.
Certainly was balanced on line.
It's weird.
That's Rivers slinging it downfield, but what a play by Troy Apke. It's a user swat.
And he used full of his 90 speed to get there. My God. He doesn't have that great zone, but I guess the 90 speed is what made him get there.
Only 4% of the community thought Jeezy had a chance. It's probably his mom and his dog. And then 13% thought the community for Zay.
Yeah.
As one great user getting a majority of the votes, 75%.
Do something with it, man.
He'll play next against JD, the young phenom that's trying to win his first club championship.
And there's no better feeling as a runner where you're up a possession, and you have a spot to make it a 2-possession game. And then, because usually if you're a runner, you're gonna rely on your defense right after that. So, you know, if you can get 7 right here as a runner, man, this would be beautiful.
Breaking news: the punt was not blocked. Hands it off to Portis.
There goes Joe.
The block. Joe puts the guy on the ground, and Portis, one man to beat, can't get away from Ward.
Joe just took out 3 people: the outside cornerback, the box safety, and the top safety. Oh my God!
If you wonder why they patched it this week, and we're playing on the previous patch, there's a great example.
There's your
If a pro player can't stop it, imagine what happens to me when I'm online reading. It ain't pretty.
Oh man, don't worry, it's happened to all of us.
1st and 10 at the 22. After the big play by Zay.
See, at this point, man, you have 3 points in your pocket. You do not want to force anything. I know you have Hot Route Master, but
and Tyreek Hill just runs away from Pat Tillman, untouched.
That man, he put Tyreek Hill at running back and wing flex close. I didn't even know that was possible. This dude is inventing things on the go.
I took the top off.
It is a 21-3 run after being down 7-0. Zay coming out of the box here after a stop in the third quarter, and now he's up by 11.
Zay has all the momentum right now. Oh man, one stop and it's over.
Remember, Jeezy was undefeated coming into this, but here it is again, getting on the edge, and oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Do you like pancakes? That was the long run. And they end up capping it off with Tyreek Hill.
Tell him something, Joe.
Man, that's gotta hurt, getting pancake 3 times in one play.
And Portis got caught up for a moment, able to get to the 30-yard line. Goes over the century mark.
Is that what he's talking about with the 3 levels? There's 3 levels?
This game changed in a blink.
Man, after the first 2 possessions of the game, I was like, oh, Zay's about to, get messed up. And then Zay just comes back strong, comes with the jukebox, the punt block, and then Joe Thomas.
And he's the man from Matthews, North Carolina, trying to represent his home state team in the Carolina Panthers.
To the right, incoming.
And Portis to the outside, can't get
man,
away.
Go get y'all a Troy Apke on your team, man.
And you could
Make
tell
sure y'all got Troy on y'all
the
team.
biggest difference between these 2 guys is one has nasty streak, one doesn't. If he had nasty streak, leading the way, instead of that 10-cap Lee Smith, he'd be having so many big runs, but he just doesn't have it, didn't spend cap on it, and you could tell the difference between the 2 run games.
3rd and 3. Ball at the 32-yard line.
iPhone Pro.
This game's starting to slip
Deion,
away from Jeezy.
I need you, Deion.
He's going deep, and
I need you,
Deion's
Deion.
like,
I need you, Deion. I need you, Deion.
I thought he aggressive caught him, man.
Thought Deion was going to strafe up to that. Nevertheless, he just knocks it away. Here comes a 4th and 3.
And there's a big reason why you use Deion Sanders and Denzel Ward. They're going to make sure you don't get bombed up top, and Deion Sanders does his job, man.
Especially when you're running out there Tyreek Hill and John Ross III.
Oh yeah, for sure. See, the thing is, wow, I wouldn't get Hill with Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers doesn't have that strong arm where the speed doesn't even matter. Even if he hasn't burned, he's gonna underthrow it. He's more of a dink and dunk type of player. Throw post routes, drags, stuff like that. So I don't know about that one.
4th and 3. Feels like it might be 4th in the game.
He's showing blitz. He's sending 7 people. Block it if you can.
Picks it up. Low throw to the outside. A little hitch route to Ross. And that'll pick up the 1st down. There's your dink and dunk.
There he goes. Phillip Rivers is known for that right there. Doesn't have a strong arm. He's going to make the right read, though.
Phillip Rivers with only 57,000 yards in his career. That's a lot of dinking and dunking. 1st and 10.
Coming under formation I've never seen. Oh, jet sweep.
Hands it off to Ross.
You see, that's something I've never seen before, so that would catch me off guard. I'm pretty sure it caught Zay off guard too, because he just said that's cute.
He's going deep into this Raiders playbook on a 2nd and 7. Under a minute to go in the 3rd. 50 seconds to be exact.
Yeah, his regular offense is not getting it done for him. He needs to do something different.
Drops back, and then he'll pop it out to Portis. But Troy Polamalu is standing right there.
Jeezy's nervous, man. He has to be nervous. He's feeling the pressure, being down 11. It's not looking good for him right here.
You don't want to do, fellas.
He needed Troy P on the other side. He got a chance maybe to juke out Apke, but Troy Polamalu is a whole different story. 3rd and 12. Coming up on the final play of the quarter.
Trips to the short side. Look for him to throw that out route if it's a deep third on the left outside cornerback. He makes the right adjustment, though.
And Y is wide open. Why not throw it? And Ross gets away from one. And Polamalu will gather him up at the 24. We're not done yet. Put your 4s up. 5 minutes left in this one with Jeezy on a drive.
Troy Polamalu with the catch-up speed. Made sure John Ross wasn't getting anything right there.
Remember, you can watch all of the 32 Club Championship Finals out on YouTube. Make sure you head out there and subscribe, as we got a 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. High form once again.
It's going back to this power O. He loves this power O. They did give him that 50-yard touchdown that first play, but it's never done anything like that ever since.
21-10 as the clock is starting to tick, tick, tick away here in the 4th. All players with all 3 timeouts.
If I'm Jeezy, man, when I started passing, that's when I'm getting the big yardage. I don't know, man. This run game is just not getting it done for you. And there goes. Look at the pass.
Tyreek Hill might have stepped out of bounds at the 7.
Zay might have the pass defense, but it looks like he's struggling against that pass offense of Jesus.
So it'll be 1st and goal, 4:32 to go. They'll stop the clock. As Tyreek stepped out of bounds. And he'll go to Portis. Portis will bounce out, cut it back inside, and work his way to the 3-yard line.
3 yards, man. 3 yards is so hard to get. Everybody's in the box in the red zone. It's going to be tough, especially for a small back like Clinton Portis. You want someone like Bo Jackson in these type of situations, but we'll see what happens.
Needs 3 to pay dirt. Here on 2nd down. 4 minutes to go now. Hands it off to Portis.
Oh, the play is not stopped. There it goes.
And there his knee finally touches the ground as he was laying on top of someone. And there's the no huddle. That'll run 11 seconds off the game clock, and it'll be 3rd and goal. I hate to hurry up.
Yeah, I know. Now he has 3 tight ends in the game: Atkins, Lee Smith, and Shaughnessy. Like, these are not exactly.
Phillip Rivers. It's a 2-man rush, and Smith.
Woo, it get tough down here, man. It's tight.
Yikes.
It's tight.
You got to kick it.
You
have to kick
it's
it.
definitely tight down here.
He threw it too late. He had the drag. He just
It's
threw it too late.
tight. It get tight
He makes it
down
a
here.
1-score game, though, 21-13 on the long drive, but doesn't yield a touchdown, and now he needs a stop.
Now, not only does he need a stop, he needs to score a touchdown right after he gets stopped and get a 2-point conversion. There's so many things that he needs to do. It's just going to be, it's really unlikely, but if he gets it done, man, is he clutch.
Big hit on the return, and they will mark the ball at the 26-yard line. That's where Zay will go to work. Joe Thomas out to the right side. He'll tuck back into his tight end position. Someone just got pancaked. Pat Tillman got pancaked as well. I don't think Shazier's going to catch him.
He's not going to catch him.
Touchdown, Zay! And it might be GG's in the chat.
Everything must go. Maybe even you. Let's go.
Yeah, man, that Joe Thomas.
What did he say? He said it was a going out of business sale? Everything must go.
Man.
74 yards
Joe
on
Thomas.
the touchdown run.
Bro, Joe Thomas pancaked 6 people in a total of 2 plays.
Takes it from his own goal line with Dion. Certainly the ball game not over. 2-score game. You're going to need a quick touchdown, though. Look at it again, Draney. Ooh, boy, Pat Tillman.
Hey, Pat Tillman's the best card until he goes up against Joe Thomas, and then he just gets negated.
And Shazier, with all that speed, still can't catch Portis.
Damn.
And there's a throw into coverage. Dion.
See, I thought that was a dot, but there's why you get Deion Sanders, man. He's going to make plays for you where other cornerbacks won't.
Deion Sanders, the former Seminole. Rivers, quick throw, and it's knocked down by Montez Sweat at the line. Hey, Montez Sweat doing some work this game.
6'6". He's definitely going to swat some passes for you if you got him blitzing. I know he had a crucial spot for me in my game, so Sweat might be known for it in Madden.
3rd and 10 from the 22. Remember, it was 7-0. Jeezy, after he had a stop, a long touchdown run, and then things just got bananas.
Yeah, 28-6 run for Zay. It all started with the Clint Portis. Big run, and then it just went downhill from there for Jeezy.
Not sure I wouldn't be playing conservative D.
Yeah.
Just trying to make him dink and dunk his way down. Seems to be the phrase of the day. And Portis.
This is what I mean, man. Why would I pay 2 receivers when I'm in a situation where I have to pass and he doesn't even use John Ross and Tyreek Hill? Like, if you're gonna run the ball, spend all the cap on your O-line, spend all the cap on, Joe Thomas. Just make use of it. But Tyreek Hill and John Ross are just not being used right now.
So that brings up a 4th and 5.
Oh, you know they coming. You know they coming. You know they coming.
And a quick throw. Nice little pop pass to the tight end. That'll move the chains. Great read.
That's on me. Definitely great read. He anticipated his user to go to the wheel route, and he quick threw it to the tight end. And there goes Clint.
Way to make him miss.
There goes Clint.
Gets past two Troys. And brought down to the 33. That's a 2-minute warning. Smart not getting out of bounds because you knew the 2 was coming.
Shoot, if he made him miss right there, then we have a 28-20 ball game, and he only needed 1 stop. That was a huge tackle right there. Maybe a game-saving tackle.
Does have all 3 of his timeouts for Jeezy. You're right. If you could have got in there, you'd have the opportunity to kick it away.
Yeah. Now he has to try to score. Oh, man. Running this formation without route camps is going to be a struggle fest. Watch. I don't like this. It's going to be a struggle fest.
Motion across the formation.
This is a weird concept.
Watch Portis over here on the right.
He has an in route and a drag going to the same direction.
And he almost threw a pick.
That, man. Okay, now I see why Jeezy, he's sticking to the run game.
Well, the right side wasn't open either.
That was just good defense.
2nd and 10. He doesn't have any time back there.
Yeah, he's sending 7 every play. If I'm Jeezy, like, if you can't make that quick read, just match your tech. Try to get as much time as you can. But he's just doing neither.
2nd down now. He's got X and White with the interception.
Hey, Tre'Davious White, man, he has 90 zone, and like we said before the game started, this is pre-patch. We're gonna see people make plays in the zone.
Yeah, they didn't implement the patch that you folks at home are playing on. So these guys, because they practice on the previous patch. And a lot of these guys came out early in the week here to Redwood, California. But it looks like the man from Matthews, North Carolina, is going to be moving on to the final to face either One Great User or JD. Nick and Lights Out will be on the call on that one.
I would love to see a User versus Zay game. Would be really funny because it's going to be Nasty Streak versus Nasty Streak.
Well, you got 2 North Carolina guys going against each other too, if that's the case.
And that's going to be gain the first down, and it's over. It's a good game. Good game.
So the biggest win of Zay's career. He'll move to 9-4 in the MCS era, and he'll give Jeezy his first loss.
Hey, that 3-0 run, hey, it had a good run. 3-1. He's going to try to come back next year for the Panthers club. Got to see what mistakes he made. Maybe he has to get a perfect action on his punt next time. We'll see.
I still can't believe we saw a block punt. To be honest, Trini, it should have been 2 block punts.
Yeah, he got blessed with him hitting the punter the 2nd time, but that first time it really did change the game. Just changed it. I was telling you, man, he was shaking his head. He was just disappointed, and he never recovered.
Certainly, this Panthers organization means a lot to people around my parts.
Hey, man. He's going to try to get disrespectful.
Oh. Clinton for president.
It was interesting. I went to the first Panthers game ever. It was played in Death Valley, where Clemson plays their home games because they hadn't built the stadium in Charlotte. So they played their first season at Clemson. And certainly a lot of fans of the Panthers there in the Carolina area. And one of their own, Zay from Matthews, North Carolina, he's going to be in the final.
Say Clinton for president, Joe for vice president.
Well, it'll be his first final ever. Here as he wins the biggest game in his short Madden career so far. And let's take a look at how the man from North Carolina got it done in a 28-13 final, where he goes on a 28-6 scoring run. This is how he got it done between Jeezy and Zay, and it started off with this. What the what?
Troy Apke, man, getting through the gap and just blocking it.
And then the scoop and score on top of that. I mean, if that was sort of salt in the wounds, of course, he's going nuts.
3 levels.
And then he comes back with a triple pancake.
There's 3 levels to this guy.
And if Denzel Ward wasn't there, he would have been off to the races to score, and then he caps it off with a Tyreek Hill untouched.
God,
yo, Tyreek Hill at running back is just unbelievable. So fast, and he's small, so it's going to be hard to get a hand on him. Just smart by him, and there's Clinton Portis going off to the races, touchdown.
There's a reason you get you a Clinton Portis. Shazier couldn't catch him, and at that point, I think Zay knew, hey, I'm going to be in the final. And that's when he was saying, everything must go. And a big win for Zay. As we take a look at the bracket, he will move on to the final game. He'll either face the winner of One Great User in JD, which is coming up here right after this, as Zay is standing by with our own Evan.
All right, we got Zay here in the house. Just won his first semifinal and now is going on to the finals for the Panthers Club Championship. You know, you are an emotional guy when you're playing. I think people were, recording you on their phones. They were like, this is special. What's going on? Where's that come from?
I've always been like that, man. Ever since I was younger, I used to get mad. My god brother used to beat me in the game. My cousins used to beat me in the game. My dad used to beat me in the game. I just always used to throw tantrums, all that. But it's just you got to have fun with it. This is what we do.
When did you start beating them? That's what I want to know.
Probably like 8th grade, maybe.
Okay.
8th grade, 9th grade.
So you've been on this Madden grind for a while, and obviously this is your best finish. And how does it feel to have done this? And what did you do? Backstory-wise, why are you playing so well?
Just shout out to my crew, really. They got me well prepared for the game, and they help me every day. Like, I don't have the time to put in as much time as the younger guys because I'm 28 years old. I have a full-time job, a child on the way.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't have the time to get on the game 24/7, but when I do get on, they give me all the tips that they got, and I just put it and just mix it all in together.
Very efficient process for you, and you got a big, busy life. But one thing that you were catching everybody off guard with, and even old-time champs like Drini over there, was the block punt. What was going on in your mind? How did that happen? Everyone is taking a look at this again. People were flabbergasted as to what this was.
It's just something that me and my crew, I'll release it. I'll drop an ebook. I'll drop an ebook next week, releasing it.
You got to give us a little more than that. Just no,
it's pure luck. It's pure luck, though. It's pure luck. If you don't get a perfect kick, that's just something that's going to happen. It's pure luck.
All right. Well, we'll have to wait and see. You're a Panthers fan, right?
Yes. I'm a Panthers fan, Cowboys fan. I love them all, though.
How would it feel to win this thing and represent the Panthers heading into 32?
Hey. I've been at it for 3 years. I've been working for 3 years, pretty much, man. It's just like it'll mean a lot to me. It'll mean a lot to me to get there.
Well, you've been working hard, man. So I think we should feed you right now. We got some pizza. Can we bring our stage manager, lovely Jen Wing here, some Papa John's pizza? They've got some new garlic sauce. If you want to take a slice out of that, test it out.
Slice.
It is smelling so good. Oh my God. Yeah, take a bite of that. I want to eat it, but I'm still working. Thank you so much, Zay. Go enjoy that slice off stage, man. Appreciate it, and congratulations moving on to the final. The Panthers, they have one player through to that final, and coming up next, it's our next semifinal, and it's a fun one. The charismatic One Great User trying to make his first final at a club championship ever. And we'll have to see if he can get past the 19-year-old JD. Only one can advance, and it's our next semifinal at the Panthers Club Championship when we come back.
The Carolina Panthers Club Championship is presented by Papa John's.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, I want for the set. Boy, until there's nothing left. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
How many of y'all came to win?
never not on my grind. New York City time. The brother better, you will never find. Reporting live from the winter side. Granted, try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, you can feel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. What I do?
Looking to throw. He's letting it. Juju. And he's got it.
Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rules. Hit beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league, most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me.
High above the EA campus, we get ready to cruise into more action from the Carolina Panthers Club Championship. The ultimate goal for these players, of course, to return here in mid-December for the NFL Club Championship and chase the first prize of $100,000. Welcome back inside the EA studios as we head into hour 2 of our coverage of the Madden 20 Carolina Panthers Club Championship. Hey there, and hello to the Panthers fans watching us on stream and with us in chat. Evan Rayner here. We have a roster change on the desk. It's our pal Lights Out, a Madden pro known in the Madden community for his tips on MaddenDaily.com, although not known for showing up at dinner last night, I will say that. And also Nick Majesko, who will be calling our semifinal. Fellas, having a little fun on the desk. What have we seen so far in the day? Block punts, big win by Zay. I'll start with you, Pete.
I want to say that Jeezy started the game off well, and I thought he was going to run away with it. Yeah. I liked what he was doing on defense, a little 3-4 solid, but everything changed with that block kick. And one of the quotes, "It's 3 levels," was shouted by Zay, and that changed the momentum of the game.
I just think it's interesting as we've worked through the last couple of weeks. Everyone talks about how important it is to get run defense, and everyone talks about how important it is to find a run offense. But we have seen 3 people win their games off of big special team plays. We saw one yesterday with the kick return from Lil Man. We got block punt. We saw a fake punt earlier a couple weeks ago. So maybe, just maybe, special teams may be the key to winning some of these games.
I mean, when cap increases, do you see some of that shift towards, I mean, is that too risky?
He said it's good luck, but he almost had it happen again. So if we see him in his next game get another block kick, then yeah, I think the meta might shift to whatever he's doing.
Well, and I think for the people at home who are watching this, interested to see what happens in December, when that cap goes up, plus we're going to be playing on that new patch, This game's going to look totally different. We're not going to see nasty streaks, but we're going to see people spending more cap in different defensive positions.
Yeah, should be interesting. I can't wait to get to there. We'll get to our next semifinal shortly, but for those just joining us, here's what we're playing for and what's at stake. The winner advances to the Madden 20 NFL Club Championship. 21 teams have selected their champions thus far. We are playing MUT salary cap, so roster building is crucial. We have both Xbox and PS4 controllers in play. Prize pool wise, $6,500 goes to today's winner, as well as a shot at over $700,000 at the NFL Club in mid-December. In addition to today's prize, the Panthers will also award this customized controller trophy to the winner of the Madden 20 Carolina Panthers Club Championship, which is amazing. And this Madden competitive gaming event is something that obviously will be crowned not only by that, but you could take home some sweet swag today if you're watching. Make sure to go to contest.panthers.com to register for your chance to win a Luke Kuechly Core Elite card. Jump in there soon. Supplies are limited, so make sure to sign up for your chance to win the Luke Kuechly Core Elite card. Also, the Panthers, if they needed to add more, have added a chance to go to Super Bowl 54 in South Florida. Pretty cool ad as well. Which one would you guys want if you're looking at it?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, no question.
The card, I just want to be up here and not be the guy that doesn't know how to play Madden. I need that card.
All right, speaking of Panthers, let's turn back to the Panthers bracket. Here is where we are. In our first match, it was Zay and Jeezy, and then coming up next, and obviously you saw Zay, he'll be the player who is going to face off against our current matchup that's coming up. It's One Great User, a very popular figure in the Madden community, taking on the teenager JD. Both players made the Panthers Final Four last year. All right, so let's talk this next matchup. Obviously, we've got JD, we've got One Great User. These two, break it down. How do they match up?
So I was in the back watching that previous game with JD. He said he's going to sling the ball with the Saints books. I'm excited for that. He's young, 11-3 MCS all-time record. He labs with Chigs of 300, which is he's a really good Madden player. He had a lot of success in the Madden Classic. So if he labs with him, I'm expecting JD to be really good.
This is yet another game where we have a little matchup between old school and new school, the 19-year-old versus the 34-year-old. Let's not forget, getting into this Final Four, One Great User took down Manu twice, the back-to-back Panthers Club champion.
Right.
And one of the guys that I think everybody in the community says has a phenomenal Madden mind. A lot of people go to him. That's not nothing. Look for One Great User to have a phenomenal game today.
All right, should be a great matchup, boys. The table's set for our next semifinal. It's a generational battle between One Great User and JD. These players with an age difference of 15 years apart, but both are looking to reach their first final at a club championship. It's One Great User and JD at the Carolina Panthers Club Championship. Nick and Peter, take it away.
Appreciate it as always, Evan. Semifinal number 2. Let's take a look first at One Great User. Back-to-back Final Four appearances. The 34-year-old from Belmont, North Carolina. We know him all around Twitter. This is one of the top players here in the game.
And he's one of the funniest players, too. I like the fun fact. I just might be the best. Follow me on Twitch.
See him all around the Twitch spheres. We take a look at the abilities. Jukebox, nasty streak, and then you got Pat Tillman, the double dose.
Oh, yeah, he's going all out on the run. I don't think he has a quarterback. Jukebox and nasty streak is his main go-to on offense.
Well, One Great User is going to have to play a pretty great user in JD, the youngster. His second straight Final Four appearance, looking to improve each and every year. 19-year-old from Maryland, 267 wins on the ladder.
That's one of the most impressive records I've seen. And again, favorite playbook, Saints, expect him to pass.
And his fun fact is he plays video games. So that's pretty good to be here. Let's take a look at those abilities for JD. He's running Deshaun Watson with Escape Artist.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Deshaun Watson in that Saints offense. Pat Tillman has Enforcer and Tackle Supreme, so he's going to be tackling and laying hit sticks on the running backs.
JD and One Great User for the right to take on Zay to be the Panthers Club Championship. And for One Great User, this is a guy, he's got his friend Boogs here. He's going to be playing a little later in the Atlanta Falcons Club Championship. Does that add a little comfort?
Yes, and also Drini said he labs with him. And back in the day, good old RG and Chow used to lab with One Great User, so he's always prepared with some of the best Madden minds in the game.
Speaking of back in the day, previous club champions for the Panthers is the man that One Great User beat twice on his way here, Manu. In 18 and 19, Panthers will get a new club champion this year. Could it be one of these two?
I think it definitely can. One great user beat Manu twice, so with Manu being the back-to-back champion prior to this, I would say one great user got to be the favorite.
Speaking of one great user, let's take a look at his playbook. No surprise, Raiders offense.
Yeah, Raiders offense looking to establish the run. Again, Clinton Portis and nasty streak, Joe Thomas. Also, he has a fullback, Okoye. Look for him to get some lead blocks. That's a really nice dual combo in the backfield.
Opposite side of the console, JD running the Saints offense.
Yeah, Saints offense with escape artists. It's not something that I typically see in the Saints offense. It's usually stay in the pocket and get some dots. He's going to try to roll out when attacking in the pass.
One spot remains in the Panthers Club Championship final. Will it be one great user or JD? Let's get this second semifinal underway. So happy to have everybody out there in the Twitch chat along with us for another full day of competitive Madden. The players are locked in and ready to go.
Would you say one great user has the advantage here just because of the experience? I know JD's a little younger. He might have a little bit more skill because he is younger, but one great user has that experience.
It will be a battle of who deals with it. Does one great user see that as a benefit? You know, I've been here, I know what to do, or will he see it as I've got more pressure because the expectations are on one great user? Many people saying this was one great user's club to lose. As the kick is away, the youngster JD gonna start off with the ball first. Aaron Ripkowski, he'll go out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Deshaun Watson at the helm. We're gonna see some escape artists, but I think we're gonna see some slinging from JD.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see that. Now, again, the Saints book does have some running formations. You will see some I-form close, I-form tight, I-form wing, but the strength of the book is the shotgun formations, especially the shotgun tight offset TE. Now, also
you see a little gun bunch as well from that Saints playbook.
Definitely gun bunch. I mean, there's a lot. As you see, gun doubles, Y flex, some trip sets. If he is going to pass, there is a lot of variety in the shotgun formations. Now, I do want to mention one great user. I watched the games when he played against Manu to get in the losers bracket finals for the Panthers.
No class.
One great user has great pass defense out of 3-4 even. He brings the linebackers down. Manu had a little bit of trouble in his trips formation passing, so I'm interested to see if JD could beat it. And as you see right there, this is the 3-4 defense.
A reminder, seeding in the club championship tied to how the NFL teams are laid out after week 15. So there's still a lot of movement that can happen, especially the bottom of that division. The Panthers, the Saints are at the top of that division, but the Falcons starting to make a charge. We'll see where they end up lining up in December. Second down to 10, Watson looks over the middle. That's Tyreek Hill, a possession catch in front of Troy Polamalu.
Good defense, better offense, as he just boxes him out to get the first down on that post.
I think one great user is going to talk to himself the entire game. Just like a Twitch stream.
Hey.
Watson rolling out right side. He's got all sorts of receivers on the left side of the field. But unfortunately, when you have to make that cross-body throw, you just can't risk it.
Yeah, he had B open. He's looking, as one great user saying, he's trying to quick hike. And I think he was trying to take off with Watson. He did have the in route going over to the left side.
Look at all the pressure on the interior of the line for one great user. Watson on second and 10. Diving animation one more time. This time it's Randy Moss on a little skinny post.
I like the max protection. He's seen that one great user was trying to send the house. And nice spacing in this gun Y off trio weak formation.
Another 3-wide set for JD. First possession of the game. He'll bring all those wide receivers to the line and give the ball to Jackson. Boy, it feels like we haven't seen Bo Jackson in a while. And I didn't think I'd be saying that.
I know, and the focal point, was the escape artist only because that was the main ability on offense. But he does have Bo Jackson. He does have Randy Moss. His offense is looking really good personnel-wise with this Saints attack.
Seemed like just a couple weeks ago we were saying it was all Bo, and we've seen a lot of Clinton Portis since then, but well, maybe a little throwback to a couple weeks ago. That's Will Fuller with the catch at the 42-yard line. Third down and 4 for JD.
Great quick reads, again, spacing the field in this trip set.
Watson with 3 wide receivers. To the right side, Randy Moss alone on the left side of the formation. One great user once again showing pressure up the middle. Here it comes.
He's got the slot.
And he's looking over the top for Randy Moss. He beats prime time down the sidelines, and
Randy is dandy into the end zone.
Great call right there. Short down situation. One great user was not expecting a 3 vertical max protection. I was looking at the slot receiver. He had him open for a touchdown, I believe. But Randy Moss, taller, faster, safer throw, big play. 7-0. Way to start this game by JD.
The youngster with an early touchdown, and we'll see if one great user, what sort of response he has, as it's Christian Okoye, and he's comfortable with Okoye returning that kicks because that's a player who spent some cap on us. Look at this one more time. Randy Moss beating Sanders off the line.
Nice rat catch, too, just to seal it off. Great play. He's just too fast and too tall for any corner to stop it and press.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the air raid attack out of the Saints playbook, you're not going to get that from one great user. He's got a bunch of running backs. He's got Christian Okoye. He's going to go for the ground and pound.
Hey, listen, run versus pass. That's fun to watch. The thing is, though, with one great user giving up 7 so early, he's still fine, obviously, but you don't want to have any extra pressure. Like, you're gonna rely on big plays with Nasty Streak and Clinton Portis. If you start off slow, that could be an issue because you don't really want to punt the ball with a heavy run set down 7. We shall see.
But what an opening drive from JD. You talk about having no pressure because everyone's saying one great user is the favorite in this entire group. JD goes down, scores a touchdown right away. He's got to feel unstoppable.
Yeah, and you could tell very confident. It wasn't easy reads. He was making quick, fast decisions with his reads. I really liked his first drive.
Now 1st and 10, it's Clinton Portis. We're back to the old faithful. Picks up a yard on the ground.
Great hit stick right there. It's good defense.
At quarterback for one great user, one that's used a ton, of course, Tyler Bray, the Chicago Bear, undrafted out of the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, so I mean, he's electing to pretty much tank passing completely. Instead of getting a quarterback, he has an additional running back with Okoye.
Handoff to Okoye in the backfield. He'll fight through a tackle and pick up a couple, and you saw on the outside, even in that one wide set, that was Jack Doyle, a tight end, split wide right.
Yeah, when looking at his roster, he didn't even spend on any type of receivers. Any of the guys that he spent more than 10 cap on were tight ends, just for the extra blocking.
Now 3rd and 7 for one great user. Stretch run left side. Portis trying to hit the edge. He'll get the first down. Spin move to make a man miss. And Palomalu will make the tackle at the 33-yard line, but Clinton Portis showing off the spin cycle.
Beautiful play right there. Getting to the edge, going with the spin. Very, very nice response right there by one great user.
And now that gets the offense rolling. Inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Okoye in at halfback. He'll break one tackle, can't break the second. Maybe gets a yard on the play. As you talk about the benefit of having 2 running backs, you never have to deal with that fatigue issue.
Exactly, and I was just going to say that when he's in the strong sets, the strong tight, he's looking to really use that dive. He wants a big bruising Okoye out there, but in the I forms, he was using Okoye at fullback, as he just did that right now. Now, subbed Okoye at fullback for lead blocking.
Maybe a stretch. Nope, it's going to be a dive up the middle. Portis, a little sidestep. It seemed like every defender ran right by Clinton Portis and Portis into the red zone.
Great run. And keep going with Okoye. I think he has 86 run block. I think he has like 88 impact block. Don't quote me on that, but they're both very high. So he's not just going to be a good secondary running back when Clinton Portis is tired. He's going to be one of the better lead blocking fullbacks in Madden 20.
Get a fresh down. We don't need no flukiness.
One great user. You can tell he's in his element. He's not shy to be in front of the camera. 1st and 10. It's going to be Okoye this time. Look out up the middle. Big play as Okoye takes a monstrous hit at the 17-yard line from who else but Pat Tillman.
Oh, yeah, and that Pat Tillman has enforcer. It's not just him being able to tackle jukebox and armbar. No. He is coming directly at you. Doesn't matter if you have the biggest, strongest running back in the game. No, he is going to lay that hit every time he connects on a tackle.
But I just got to see. I got to see.
One of the most entertaining Madden players on Twitch. One great user. Down by 7, but in business. Will he snap the ball before the end of the quarter? He will. It's going to be Portis on a stretch run. But Pat Tillman says, hey, man, did you forget I was here? Didn't we just do this on the last play?
Yeah, that's the 3rd hit stick already this game. And I know one great user is confident, and he's talking, but he's got to be thinking about that.
He got the deep boy. I ain't gonna run no.
As you hear him right now.
3rd and 12. It's Portis. He'll cut it back inside. Oh, he had some good blocking, but a couple sheds right at the end, and decision time on 4th and 5. It looks like User's going to take the field goal.
Trust the D.
Yeah, just like User said.
Got to trust the D.
Got to trust the D. When you go out there with no quarterback, you got to put up points and rely on a stop or two, get the ball back, and then be back in control. But the way that JD started that first drive, if it continues like that, this might be a long one for User.
It's all about adjustments. As if you've ever watched User play squads with Boogs on Twitch, I can already hear Boogs sitting there, and he always says one great User. He's one of the worst squads players because User will just go out on his own. Put him a wide receiver. He'll run whatever he wants to run. Boogs go, man, I told you to run a post. Why are you running out there?
Hey, I was open.
That's his one argument. I was open, man. I was open. See what JD does on this second drive. He marched down the field with Deshaun Watson. He'll hand it to Bo Jackson. Cuts it up inside. Nice read there from JD. Seeing one great User over pursuing with the safety.
Yeah, and I believe that he also has enforcer on Pat Tillman. So they're both going to rely on him getting big hit six. Might be who creates the first fumble of this game.
Big shout out to all the Panthers fans in the chat looking who will represent their favorite team in December at the club championships. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It's Bo Jackson toting up the middle, picking up 4 and a first down.
Yeah, I like the call going to that tight offset T inside zone, especially when User is bringing the linebackers down, sending that 3-4 even blitz. There's a hole directly in the middle between the two DTs. That inside zone should be open a lot.
Watson on 1st and 10. Pressure, he gets out of the pocket. It's going to be Pat Tillman cleaning that one up. Once again, looking for the deep shot on first down.
Yeah, good defense right there by User, not giving up any plays, but also good decision by JD. Just getting out, picking up 2 yards, not getting destroyed with the quarterback.
Watson out of the pocket, right side. He's got X wide open. It was slightly overthrown. I don't know if he led that upfield or not, but a dangerous play from Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I don't know what happened if Watson just threw a bad pass or if he threw a bad precision on that, but that could have definitely been a pick.
Watson, a little out route. Shout out to all my franchise fans out there. That's a money route in franchise mode.
He's smart.
Great decision by JD. He is smart. He's seeing single coverage on the left. There's only so many zones or man that could be there. There's just one guy. If you have a soft squat, that out route's going to be open because it converts to man. If it's man, it'll be open as well. User's going to have to stop blitzing to stop a lot of these routes.
But he's going to have to keep blitzing to stop that man. Bo Jackson, nice tackle in the middle. Only 3 for Bo as you got to start wondering what sort of adjustments is one great User going to have to make to stop this JD offense.
It's just so hard to adjust because JD's all over the place. You know, he was just in shotgun, and then he just went in and said, hey, I could run the ball too. I have some running plays. So, and now he comes out in a slip screen, which actually would be kind of scary to run against this blitz.
Here comes the blitz, just gets it off, and there's the danger with the slip screen. If it's not run to perfection, if there's any sort of pressure, you get some weird throwing animations.
I think he was getting too cute right there. I don't like that call. User could sniff that. He is wise. He's been playing this game for way too long.
Come on, man. You trying to quick.
I hope that's the last time JD tries running a slip screen because User will pick that off. He'll get a click on, pick it off to the house. Don't do that again.
Nick Mazesko lights out with you. One great User providing the third man of commentary. 3rd and 7, it's Watson. He's looking for that post route again. Dion almost took it the other way. A dangerous throw, looking for that diving animation.
He had the slant on the other side wide open. Wide open.
That's okay. I like adversity. I like adversity. Dion, wake up, baby.
That's a tough matchup right there, Dion versus Moss. I like that matchup.
7-3, 4th and 7 for JD. Can he keep the drive alive? Here comes pressure. Watson, he's got nowhere to go. Back
foot. Can I get a swat?
Palomalu back there, but it was overthrown anyways, and one great User gets the stop he needed on defense.
Great response by User. I like the fact that he's sending numbers, but he still has the containment to the outside. He is not able to escape Artist to either the left or right side. I think JD was expecting him to be able to do that. He couldn't. He had to. He panicked, just chucked it up to the post route, overthrow, got the stop.
Run the ball and play D. That's all you got to do. It's that easy here in Madden NFL 20. Hand off to Portis. He's got some room up the middle. Looks like he'll pick up a first down as Tillman getting on the tackle again.
That was old man Y stick right there. That was smart. He made sure he didn't get big hit by Tillman. He kind of went to the right and then went, making sure that was clear to the middle. He does not want to get hit by Tillman, but great stick right there.
2-minute warning. One great user gets a stop and a chance to take the lead before halftime. Doyle in motion from the right side. It's going to be Portis one more time, trying to find some room, but nowhere to go.
Again, man, I love this battle. I love the battle of the heavy run with Nasty Streak and then using Tillman. Just, if there's an open hole in the middle, you don't want to really go through it because you know Tillman's gonna hit you. So that's why he cut back right there. He would have got more yards to the middle, but he didn't want to get hit. Only picked up one.
No words strike the fear in any Madden player's hearts more than, and then Tillman's gonna hit you. No one wants to take that hit from the enforcer, Pat Tillman. 2nd and 9. We're under 1:30 to go into the I formation. That's Christian Okoye at halfback. Doyle in motion. Is using every bit of this clock, and one great user is going to take a timeout. Didn't like something he saw.
Yeah, it was a good timeout. These are big plays. When you're running the ball every down, you can't afford to lose 2 yards or even gain 1. You got to pick up, at least 3 yards every time. Hope to eventually, get 20+ yards on a run. But good timeout. Just, he's already almost in field goal range. He's just got to be smart with this, though.
I'll be honest, I wasn't sure if one great user was talking to himself, to JD, or to me. He was looking me dead in the eyes, saying I was waiting for him to hike the ball. But hey, you play the game. We're just here. We're just along for the ride. 2nd and 9, it's Portis. Little stretch on it, little baby hurdle, and Portis, he's still running into the end zone. One great user's ground and pound attack finds a touchdown, and he takes the lead.
I ain't got no quarterback. Y'all already know that. I can't make no reads. I'm blind in the left eye. Certified. By the state, man. Straight up.
And there's that.
Oh, the commentary continues.
Now let's not be an old man here and lay down and give up some points. Y'all know I'm old, man. I got 3 kids, man. Relax, man. I got 3 kids. I can hear y'all talking junk right now in the chat. Relax, man. I got 3 kids, man.
He's got 3 kids. He's 15 years the senior of JD. Pete, you think any sort of intimidation from the veteran of the Madden game?
I think he could be. And remember, like I said, he was lamping what.
Follow my Twitch after this, man. One great.
Here's Portis one more time. Just that little baby hurdle kept him going, and once he gets to the 2nd level, you can't catch him.
Great run right there. I didn't want to cut him off. He was promoting his Twitch chat. Shout out to user.
Dude, he's gonna pick up so many Twitch follows just from this game. I know all those guys out in the chat. If you're a Madden fan, you probably already follow one great user. He's up 10-7. 109 to go. JD's got all 3 timeouts, and he's been able to move the ball. Bo Jackson. Just to say that, he gets no gain.
I don't like that call right there. Only a minute left, and you got 3 timeouts. That was kind of a nervous run right there. You're doing so well passing. Just go back in there, sling that rock, get some points.
All I want to know is what happens if one great user gets hit with a Be Easy. I think he just keeps rolling. He's just in his element. This is what he loves. Watson looking over the top. Denzel Ward in position. He ran the route for him, and no one's going to catch him. The Cleveland Brown into the end zone.
I just might be. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Am I tough? No, I ain't tough. Y'all relax. Y'all gas somebody up. Y'all will gas somebody up.
Frankie, say relax.
I'm not tough.
One great user say relax. The kick is up as good. He's got a 10-point lead. This was just a 7-3 game, Pete.
Veteran, man.
I am so old.
Just being wise.
Man. That was good, though. He gave me some points.
Sitting there saying, I'm so old. He's not looking old up there. He's looking like a veteran that knows even when the chips are down, even when maybe the first drive doesn't go his way, he knows how to respond.
He knows how to respond. He adjusted well.
But I damn sure seen him lose it.
He adjusted well to JD's offense. He is letting his corners win. Look at Ward right there, winning that matchup on the cut, getting the pick 6. And I like the adjustment of not pressing, just making sure he has the speed, he has the man coverage. He could win on those routes.
Now let's see if the 19-year-old has. Looks to the out route. He finds Randy Moss. I don't think that foot was in bounds. It was not indeed. Look at this big step. It's on the white. It's incomplete.
JD is not out of this, but he could lose the game on this drive. He cannot make a mistake and turn the ball over again.
Baby, I'm set. First time I've been set in a while.
We've seen one great user respond. What sort of response does the 19-year-old JD have? As it's been 14 unanswered.
Look at that wheel route on the right side if he has time.
Watson dropping back. He's thrown to that wheel route. Oh, Ward almost jumped it. And one great user knows he almost had another touchdown.
The adjustments are crazy right now for one great user. He showed man coverage, but it wasn't.
Now Watson on 3rd and 10.
I'm gonna hit the line on me this time. I'm gonna hit the line, I swear. I swear to God, I'm gonna hit the line.
Maybe looking for Hill in the slot. Oh, what a look! It's Pat Tillman. He may be able to lay the lumber, but Tillman can pick it off 2 into the end zone.
I just might be tough. Oh, Lord. Oh, my Lord. No way. I'm not tough. No way. Be humble. Be humble. You're not tough. It's only first half. He really just threw 2 picks before half. Crazy. Crazy. That's why I ain't got no quarterback. I'll be doing the same thing. I ain't even mad. That's why I ain't got no quarterback.
Pete, you want to go take a nap? I think users got this.
He must not know I'm throwing books. Blind reads out there. Straight Stevens. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, I kicked it deep. See what happened when I listen to y'all, man. Y'all know I'm old. He take this back, I swear. Oh, he waiting for a catch. Thank you. Thank you.
Nick, I think...
I mean, we're listening to one great user. As look at this one more time. I said he was looking for the post route. I think one great user knew it right away. It seems like JD's completely out of his element right now.
Yeah, man. Like I said, when you're young, you got better stick. You might have more skill, but you don't have that experience.
Good coverage downfield. He's looking over the top. Can he get it back with Randy Moss? Drop it in the bucket into the red zone. That might be a play that settles JD down as he's only 13 yards out from cutting into this lead.
Yeah, that is some skill right there. Way to bounce back, hitting the deep post. He's going to guarantee points right here.
24-7. Bo Jackson outside. Tillman makes the hit. One timeout remaining for JD.
Don't get no fumble.
Like I said, JD has to make sure he gets at least 3. It would only be a 2-touchdown game.
That's too much cash. Ain't he got no quarterback.
Man, he's up 24-7, and he's begging for a fumble from Pat Tillman. Because he knows there's still a full half of action left.
Oh, yeah, there's still a lot of time. The user is feeling it. You could tell he is feeling it right now.
Watson on 2nd and 9. Waiting, looking. He'll throw this away. That's going to be an intentional grounding.
Come on, man.
Back him up 10.
Come on, man.
Another mistake from JD. What a change from the first drive of the game where it felt like JD had one great user's number.
All it takes is one mistake, something that could happen that could ruin the momentum, could make you kind of get shaken up a little bit, especially as a newer, younger player. User is just more seasoned.
He's just going to take his points, cut it back to a 14-point game, halftime, and what has been an entertaining second semifinal. One great user up 24-10. He's been talking. I don't know if you've noticed. We've got him wired right here at the club.
Okay, young man. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, that's us. Oh, we don't get a pick at the nation. Oh, baby. And they, look. Oh, baby, we starting to cook with some butter. Now, let's not be an old man here and lay down and give up some points. Oh, my Lord. Denzel. Come on, baby. You a Pro Bowler, man. What's up, man?
Oh, it's so much fun, and you can get in on the action as you can enter to win a Luke Kuechly 87 overall core elite carder. How about a trip to the Super Bowl? Why not? Just head over to contest.panthers.com and select the secret phrase, keep pounding. No Panther fan are hoping to see the Panthers in South Florida, but get that Luke Kuechly. That's a pretty nice card that they're giving away.
Yeah, I'll take that Luke Kuechly on my defense.
That's the voice of Lights Out. You might have seen him.
Oh my God.
Giving tips and tricks online. He says he wants that card, so you should want that card. 24-10, one great user with the lead and the ball to start the second half.
There could be negatives to selling out and not having a quarterback, having this running back with nasty streak. There definitely are some negatives, but I'll tell you this. There's some positives when you have a 2-touchdown lead and a dominant run game. He is in the driver's seat right now.
Listen, so many of these people, we've talked about maybe some criticisms on not having a quarterback, going with the 10 cap, but one great user has backed it up with a dominant defensive performance, and that's the big difference.
Yeah, I think that if you are going to go with a pure run game, you got to go with an unstoppable run defensive and pass defensive game.
Let's see what JD has in the tank. Still 10 minutes left. It ain't over yet. It's a handoff to Portis. Nowhere to go.
And this is just a great matchup for user. Like we said, he's a great defensive player. He has the personnel to stop JD's offense because he has two great corners with Sanders and Ward, and then winning with Tillman. And then offensively, now he's just going to drain the clock.
Y'all know I chew clock like the old man, though. We had to sit back.
Chew clock the whole game, baby.
So he's going to chew clock like the old man, though. We're just going to lean back and let it roll. Not going to toggle on. He knows that back in the day, you didn't have a toggle option to turn on chew clock. The only way you could chew clock was stare at the screen.
I'm going to be honest, me also being a vet, I hate using the chew clock button because it brings it down way too low that you can't think at that point. At least now if you manually do it, you could go to a play at 15 seconds. You have some time. If you want a motion, you can, as he's about to.
That play clock down under 5.
Stretch right.
Down to 1. It's Portis right side, second level. Oh, look out. The wheels on the bus go ground and pound. And Clint Portis hits the end zone again.
Yeah, JD, man, mental mistake right there. He's been playing this game. Like I said, he labs with Chigs. He should know that if he does that motion and he flips it to the right, you got to manually move that safety, and he didn't. Free touchdown right there for user.
That one too easy for Clinton Portis. The ball is down, the kick is up. It's a 21-point lead, Pete, for JD. How do you get just into the mental mind of, guess what, the game still isn't over. A quick touchdown, it's still just a 2-score lead. You got to get something quick, though.
Right. For the way that JD's offense is, he can pass the ball and user can't pass. This game is not over yet, but he has to respond quickly. He's got to get that stop again quickly and try to cut this lead down before the fourth starts. This is a big third quarter for JD. Let's see how he responds.
That's one great user. It's been since the second quarter. All users. Take a look at this one more time. Tillman gets blocked, and Portis says, thank you very much.
Yeah, that was just a strategy by a user. He knew that was a touchdown before he even hiked that ball.
Oh, he gave me time.
JD, 1st and 10. It's Deshaun trying to find something. Nowhere to go.
It's so fun watching user lurk on Tillman. He's trying to, like, user rush him, then he backs off and plays a crosser.
Oh,
there's Clowney trying to get to Watson, just gets it off. Oh, it's a dead duck in the air, and Deion Sanders says, I love it. Prime time with the pick.
Such an impressive performance right here by user.
You already know, man. You go way back, man.
His pass D is very, very good.
And you gotta, if you're a fan of JD, look at the body language right now. You can tell that he's losing. It doesn't really feel like he has a chance in this game.
Yeah.
It's tough. He's 19 years old. He's looking to make the next step. He's just running to a buzzsaw.
It's tough.
A loud buzzsaw.
JD might be saying, man, why didn't I just go with no quarterback and Clinton Portis out there? Why am I passing? But I respect the fact that he did go out there and attempted it. It's just one great user is so good with that 3-4 even defense.
Like Kanye said, I'm on TV talking like it's just me and you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he's saying. He's saying, listen,
for real, though.
we said from the beginning, he looks comfortable. He seems in his element. He's saying, I feel like I'm at home. That's such a big part of the live final.
The way that user is acting right now is just user. That's him. That's his personality. Nothing extra for the game. Like, he is just ready for this.
Portis. Maybe he picks up 2. Says maybe you got to stay away from Pat Tillman. Is that a tip you'd give online? Stay away from Pat Tillman. Don't take that hit.
Oh, yeah, especially if he has Enforcer on him. Got to stay away from Pat, and he's doing a pretty good job at it.
JD sunk back in the chair. Is there any sort of learning experience you can take from this game? Or is this one of those games that was so dominant there's nothing positive?
No, that first drive was amazing by JD. It was just the pick after that. I think just, like I said, User's pass defense and his blitz, the way he has his defense set up, 2 amazing corners and a great user, it was just tough for anyone to pass on it.
So you're saying he's got one great user? Right, he's 2 amazing corners and 1 great user.
With Pat Tillman, yeah, he does have 1 great user. I love what he was doing with that defense. You should have seen User like 10 years ago when he started, with, but even more, probably 15 years ago. He really had 1 great user. Now, a little older,
looks like a pretty great user
but
now.
it's one pretty great user.
I know y'all mad I ain't putting on the 2 clock. Listen, when I put on 2 clock, I mess up.
So do I.
It's the old school. It's just, listen, no better way to chew clock than to just let it run.
I'm telling you, you don't get enough time. You get like 10 seconds, you can't do any motion.
Portis left side. Maybe a yard, maybe 2. 12 carries, 175, and 2 scores. Clinton Portis once again the hero of this game.
Yep. This is when you chew clock. You have enough time to kick a field goal. Come on, User. Nah, I'm just joking. He is just in the zone right now.
And he will gladly take his 3 and use plenty of this 3rd quarter clock. Reminder, we got our Panthers Club final coming up next. The winner of this game, it's not over yet, but it's looking like 1 great user, will take on Zay for the right to represent the Panthers in December.
So User can't use the same type of defense that he's using right now versus JD. This is pass defense. This is a blitz defense. Zay is a runner.
Y'all probably don't even know
I want to see how User adjusts to that. It's not going to be the same thing.
Speaking of Zay, he's back in the players' lounge, relaxing, scouting.
You would know. But shout out to Buffalo K and all the other guys.
Looking like it's going to be 1 great user versus Zay. Think there's going to be a little bit of talking on those microphones up there?
I was just thinking in my head what User is going to say as he's about to kick a field goal or punt, because of the fact that Zay almost blocked 2 kicks last game.
Zay's going to be talking to Scott and Drini are going to have all sorts of trouble hearing over their own voices. They might be able to take a break.
Twitch/1 great user. Turn on your notifications, man, for real, so you know when I go live. Straight up.
That's it.
Straight up, man. You know what I'm saying?
1 great user is just a giant commercial for his Twitch. He is the best advertiser for his own product.
Gotta love him. Just a heck of a personality. Great guy.
And it's showing off here. Oh, it's Bo with a little room up the middle. But look at JD. Pete, we've all been there. You just feel like nothing's going right. You're just waiting for this game to end.
Yeah, essentially.
JD's like, I'll turn on shoe clock. I don't need the old school. I'll turn it on. It's fine. I know there are a lot of people in chat at home like, I would have unplugged it at this point and just left. But JD's still fighting.
Just great adjustments by User, even now. Still making those adjustments, making it look like man, dropping back in zone coverage. JD's having a tough time reading it.
15 years younger than me. Oh, God. I was nervous.
And Pete, we talk about when we look at old school versus new school, when we get players as young as JD, 19 years old, as Watson looks to the out route, it's been the one thing that's worked. We talk about the live finals, the bright lights, but maybe the part that people don't talk about is you're sitting 5 feet away from your opponent. It's not in a headset. You're looking at him, and when he scores, he's capping right at you.
Exactly. It's a double sword right there. You're not in a comfortable environment that you're used to, and you have your opponent talking. You might not be able to fully hear him, but you know he's talking.
Yeah, at home, you can just take the headset off. I don't have to hear him anymore, but not here at the live final.
And I love the fact that User's keeping it fun, too. Just having a good time.
A lot of respect for 1 great user in the community. 2nd and 12. He finds Randy Moss, makes the man miss. 20. Can Palomalu make a play? It's going to be Randy Moss out of bounds at the 2nd quarter. Excuse me, the 2-yard line as it's the 4th quarter. 4's up in the chat. It is all 1 great user.
Great pass right there by JD. I feel like JD would have had so much more success if User didn't have such good corners. I mean, having Ward and Dion really hurt a lot of those one-on-one throws.
Hey, bye-bye.
Bo Jackson. Nowhere to go.
If I hold back,
he's talking to Bugs.
I might have a little bit of D.
He's calling out Bugs. You know Bugs is watching.
I would have liked him to do this more. The inside zone would have been open all day on that defense.
I can't let you go to the crib. You ain't tight on that.
And this is how you know how great a competitor one great user is. He's up 34-10. He's still going, I'm not going to let you get in the crib. I don't want you to score because I want to stay up by 24. I want to show how dominant I can be at 34 years old.
Yeah. Hey, man, he's got to keep it up. He's got a game right after this to possibly win his club. So he's got to stay sharp.
Panthers are going to get a new club champion after Manu won it back-to-back years. Here's Bo Jackson. Nice spin move back inside. He'll pick up one.
Oh, God.
Do you feel like possibly JD just tried passing too much? Because like I said, that 3-4 even is a great pass defense. It's not the best run D.
Oh! Just rub a little bit of salt in the wound there. Watson could have walked into the end zone. He goes for the pass, and he gets the inaccurate throw because his feet weren't set.
And that's why a lot of people like to use the Andrew Luck. You know, you have the escape artist, but you could also put the dashing dead eye, and you would never miss that type of throw if you have that ability. Watson is fast. He's not as accurate as an Andrew Luck.
I love this play. This is a franchise staple. Pistol trips, tight end, cross drag.
Tillman's gonna be all over this.
Watson, quick throw. You said Polamalu, right? That was Troy Polamalu.
Everybody know that was a baby.
Whoever it was User who was all over it. Great stick right there, man. Just finishing this game in perfect fashion.
Man, everywhere you look, there are weapons on one great user's defense. Denzel, Polamalu, Pat Tillman, Deion Jones. Where do you go? And then you look offensively, he's got Tyler Bray. He'll hand it to Christian Okoye, he'll pick up two.
And having Enforcer on Pat Tillman is so good because it's hard to run up the middle. It's hard to run in general, but also in the passing game. You don't want to throw crossers as much because even if you complete it, you're going to get hit and you can possibly cause a fumble. So I really like how User's defense is constructed. Perfect versus the pass, and now we'll see next game if it's going to be great against the run.
Clock running down, 3:30 to go. It's Okoye. He takes a big hit at the 2-yard line. You talk about JD. Did he pass too much? I credit more one great user's adjustments defensively because after that first drive we went, I don't know if he can stop this offense. And he changed it up, brought a little more heat, and his user was absolutely phenomenal.
Agreed.
Well, how about getting some points for the defense? A little nod of the head for JD as he'll get a safety. Makes it 34-12, the youngin.
He's tough.
His defense stepping up.
He had a bad.
And like User said, he is tough, man.
Like, listen, the dude is tough. He had a bad.
It's all respect,
man. That's really what cost him. He had a bad in the half, man.
It's all respect there. This is the great part about the Madden community. The great part about one great user as an individual. There's so much individual respect between players. Everyone's a competitor. Everyone wants to win, but at the end of the day, it's all handshakes and daps, and everybody roots for, no matter who's playing. You're always hoping for the best for the other person and hoping to see them next year. I'm sure one great user would love to see JD come back next year and play him again.
Oh, yeah. And best believe after this game's over, User's going to bring him to the side and talk about it.
Oh, all right, Tyreek.
Oh.
Why not? How about everything going the way of one great user into the end zone one more time? A 40-burger on the board.
And he going for two? Oh, my God. How much
As JD gets something offensively going. Off the safety.
Why not? Go for it.
Empty backfield.
It's great, D.
Oh, no. Oh, Lord. Oh, Pat Tillman's. He's prancing in the end zone. Listen, it's a little positivity for JD.
Oh, he going for it.
Gets a touchdown.
Trust me, like I've been saying, it wasn't lack of skill that lost him this game. It was last few drives of that first half. Try to force some passes that, like I said, when you're facing a pass D, especially a pass blitz D, you could run on that. I think the dominant first drive for JD, he probably felt like, I could do this every single time with ease. Those quick throws were not easy. It wasn't it wasn't like I said he was just max protect and rolling out, finding wide open guys. No, he was throwing right away. User made the adjustments and got the stops. But I wish I could hear the conversation that User is going to tell JD after this game, because trust me, as someone that is a veteran for User, he is going to teach JD on how to be better after this. JD's going to be back. Like, best believe that JD will be back this year. If not this year, next year, you will see JD back in Madden events.
Okay, let's see.
JD went 3-0 on the PlayStation side of the bracket. A lot of talent, and he's got a lot of years. He's only 19 years old.
Sometimes you need this type of game. Madden is a long career. User's been playing for like 15 years. You know, sometimes you just gotta get beat like this.
We still got one more game here in the Panthers Club Championship. It's the final. It's gonna be one great user taking on Zay. Pete, if you're in this competition, you prefer the first slot where you get to sit back and watch the second game, or would you want to be in one great user's position where he gets to ride this momentum all the way into the final?
Without a doubt, the second. You got to watch Zay play, right? You got to watch that first one, kind of have an idea. Then you play that second game, you win. User is feeling amazing right now, on another level. Third game, he's going to be on fire, but Zay has to respond. I mean, Zay, I'm sure, is feeling confident. He seemed confident in that interview and as he was playing the game, so it should be a really good one.
Zay in the back watching, knowing what he's got coming up. Scott Colandrini will have the call. As almost had a little special teams play. Tyreek Hill, it's been the fourth quarter hero for JD.
But I'm telling you guys, in that next game, the way that User's playing defense, you can't bring the linebackers in the gaps like this against a running set. He has Jukebox and Nasty Streak with Hot Route Master, so User's gonna have to be in a different run defense to stop Zay.
Looking for Moss over the top. Nice defensive play by Troy Polamalu as we've hit the 2-minute warning.
Come on, JD.
Out of nowhere, man. Trying to fight. Out of nowhere.
He's trying to fight.
I don't even understand why. I thought we was going to get out of here.
One great user going, I thought this game was over. I thought we were done. Out route, right side. Tyreek Hill doesn't get the foot in bounds again.
I ain't giving him no bounce. He gonna have to dink and dunk all the way downfield.
And that's the veteran in one great user going, listen, it may look like this game is over, but it's no time to take a break. Watson, nice throw across his body, finding Will Thrower. What a read there from JD.
Great read, and you got to keep fighting. Got to keep fighting. Only 16-point game. You never know. Anything could happen. He gets a touchdown, goes for 2.
It's a two-score game.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a 2-score. It's tough to get the onside kick, let alone the 2-point conversions, but it is still a game.
Watson in
Chill.
trouble.
I'm classless.
He's throwing it up, looking for Moss over the top, and Polamalu will seal this one for one great user. The defense has been on another level. He's been able to stop the air raid attack, and he's going to get himself a spot in the Carolina Panthers final.
Just fantastic pass defense by User. I love what he's doing with Tillman, occasionally just blitzing him right up the middle. Great D.
And for the 19-year-old, as you said, he'll be back. I mean, 34-18, a tough loss, but as one great user said, he didn't play poorly. He had some bad luck, made a couple mistakes. One great user was able to capitalize.
Exactly. And JD was actually in the Final Four last year for the Panthers club. He lost to Manu, who was the eventual winner. Possibly User could win this one, so I tip my hat to JD. Maybe next year is the year he takes the Panthers club.
This is my favorite part of every game. It's the conversation afterwards is how the bracket is shaking out. Zay won the first semifinal, one great user. A dominant performance in the second game, and he's got a lot of momentum going up against Zay.
I'm interested to see if there's going to be a little bit of capping going on because they both talk. So It should be a fun thing to watch.
Well, I can't wait to watch this interview. Our own Evan Rayner is standing with one great user.
All right, thanks, Nick. I've got one great user here, man. We had a third commentator on that broadcast. I'm not sure if you know who it was. I couldn't tell, man, but he was very, very active about his Twitch
I don't
channel.
got my job no more. That's why I'm out here. They fired me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
they let it go to Las Vegas, so I'm out here on the sticks, man. What you want me to do?
So listen, you have that emotion with you. Talking is a huge part of your game. Why is it so integral to what you do and who you are?
I mean, just playing the game, having fun. You know, at the end of the day, man, whether I win or lose, you know, I'm always going to talk, you know, regardless. I'm not really capping at the person.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I'm really pointing out my flaws. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to enjoy the game and have fun.
Well, that was my question, too. I mean, is this it's not a part of your strategy. It doesn't seem like it is.
I can't help it, to be honest. I got a small brain. That's what my wife says. You know, so at the end of the day, I just try to, you know, play and do the best I can, man. You know, I really can't see. That's why I run the ball. That's why I don't throw the ball. I know everybody's saying I'm trash. It's cool. You know, at the end of the day, my eyes, listen, I got CDLs. They said I can't even get my license back because of my left eye. So, you know, be honestly, I can't see. So it is what it is.
Well, you bring that lightheartedness that it fills a room no matter what you're doing, man. And whether it's in Vegas or here, you're bringing a lot to the team. Let's get back to the game, though. 6 interceptions. You had a couple pick sixes. 6 picks, my man, and 2 pick sixes. Well, take us through it.
Primo. Okay.
I mean, it's time to go for your commentary. This is your moment right here.
Oh, no, y'all got that. I ain't getting paid.
Well,
oh my goodness.
You obviously had a read on what JD was doing. What was giving you so much opportunity to just lock him down like that?
Honestly, I didn't have any reads on him or Zay or any. Only person that I know is Jeezy because I played Jeezy.
Yeah.
The PlayStation guys, you know, I stream, so most of the time they already know what I'm doing. It's either they got run D or not. If they got run D, then I'm bagged and it's over.
Yeah.
And like the other guy, as soon as I saw he had escape artist, I smiled because if you have escape artist, that means I have a chance because you're going to be throwing the ball. And I feel like I'm not going to use the Master Gamer line, but, you know, I feel like I have a chance.
You have a chance.
Yeah.
You have some good run D. We'll just say it like a paraphrase. Yeah. All right, well, you've seen Zay. He's going to be in the final waiting for you. You can take a seat. What are your thoughts on the final and the matchup?
Zay's tough. He's glitching. If he blocks my punt, I'm calling the referee. We've never seen a block punt ever, so I don't know what's he doing. But if he blocks my punt,
yeah, what's going on?
If he blocks my punt, y'all go ahead and get ready, get mad, call RG, get the whole hotline ready, because I don't need none of that smoke.
Are you a Panthers fan?
Oh, yeah, all day. Yeah. Listen, some of these guys might be fries. I'm a Panthers fan, die hard. I was out here with Jake DeHome when we were struggling. Yeah. You know, shout out to the new owner. I see you stepping up. We got the trophy and all that. Hey, man, we ain't never had nothing for the Panthers Club. I'm happy, though.
So, finally, before we send you off, how much would this mean to win that next game and represent the Panthers?
It's big. It's big because, like, I've always just want to represent my team. Like, a lot of these guys are like mercenaries. They'll hop from club to club.
Yeah.
I'm always in the Panthers club. They know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, some people just hop in like, oh, where's User? We'll blow his doors off anyway. Well, sometimes that's true. But, you know, at the end of the day, if I could win this, you know, my boy told me if I won this, he said, I would be considered one of the greatest of all time. I said, how? He said, because you old and you got kids and you got a job. He says, no way you're supposed to be competing. I said, well, you know, if you're going to give me the title, I'll take it, you know?
Yeah, man. You're aging like a fine wine, brother, getting better and better as you keep playing. Best of luck in the finals, of course. The Panthers final is set, and it will not be a quiet one. When we come back, it's the emotional Zay and the always lively One Great User squaring off for the prize pool. The Panthers trophy and bid to the NFL Club Championship. Will it be Zay or One Great User ultimately crown the Panthers champion? Find out when we return for the North Carolina Panthers Club Championship.
The Carolina Panthers Club Championship is presented by Papa John's.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, until there's nothing left. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
never not on my grind. New York City time. The brother better, you will never find. Reporting live from the winter side. Granted, try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. What I do?
Looking to throw. He's letting it fly. Juju. And he's got it.
Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rules. Hit beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me, naturally I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me.
Welcome back to EA headquarters in San Francisco. And yes, time is flying by as Zay and one great user get ready to battle for the Panthers Madden Club title. The winner punches his ticket back here to the NFL Club Championship. Come along one more time inside the EA studios as we head into our final hour of the coverage of the Madden 20 Carolina Panthers Club Championship. Hey there. Hello to the Panthers fans watching us on stream and with us in chat. We'll get to our final quickly. Evan Rayner alongside once again Drini, the defending Madden Bowl champion, and our very own Scott Cole, the voice of Madden Competitive. Fellas, I want to take a second, get your thoughts on the Panthers championship thus far.
I mean, we got Zay and User, two dominating performances in the semifinals. User, it might be an MCS record, 6 picks. I don't know if we've ever seen that before. But
yeah.
6 picks in a game. And then Zay with the punt blocks. Clint Portis, you making a lot of moves with him. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah. We've seen some turnovers. We've seen the block punts. And how fitting it is. You got two guys from North Carolina, not too far from Charlotte, that are going to face off in the final, represent the Panthers.
Carolina, baby. It is live here in the building. We'll get to our final shortly. But for those just joining us, here's what's at stake. The Panthers winner advances to the Madden 20 NFL Club Championship. 21 teams have selected their champions thus far. We're playing MUT salary cap, so roster building is crucial. We have both Xbox and PS4 controllers in play. Prize pool-wise, $6,500 goes to today's winner, as well as a shot at over $700,000 at the NFL Club in mid-December. In addition to today's prize pool, the Panthers will also award this customized controller trophy to the winner of the Madden 20 Carolina Panthers Club Championship. Super cool. And the champion is not only one who can take home something today. Make sure to go to contest.panthers.com to register for your chance to win a Luke Kuechly Core Elite card. And the Panthers have also thrown in a pretty sweet bonus, a chance to win a trip to Super Bowl 54 in South Florida. I mean, this is an amazing slew of prizes. Which one do you want, Trini?
I need the trip.
You need the trip?
Yeah.
And a vacation. I don't think they said paid vacation, but Scott?
We got to work on Trini's tan, so I'll go down to Miami if we want to hang out. Sure, South Beach, why not?
That makes sense. All right, so a lot at stake here. Let's get ready for the Panthers final. Here is how we got to this point. In our first semifinal, it was Zay with some crazy special teams getting the jump on Jeezy. In the second final, and then it was one great user dismantling the 19-year-old JD. So our final should be full of fireworks. Zay and one great user are anything but shy. What do you guys see here in this matchup besides a lot of talking?
A lot of talking and a lot of running. We're going to see Clint Portis get to work for both of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's whoever's Clint Portis gets the better of the defense.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel like if Clint Portis plays better than Zay's Clint Portis, then that's what the result's going to be.
Yeah, because remember, User got a lot of his points off of pick sixes and things like that. So the ball's not going to be in the air. So, I mean, User's going to have to bring his offense and hopefully maybe get some defensive stops. And, I mean, have you played either of these guys?
I play User all the time, man. He's a really good defender. Especially versus the pass, but Zay's not a passer, so he has to adapt. He has to stop the run right here, or else it could get ugly.
Over under on blocked punts this game. You think we're getting one more?
Not happening.
Not happening.
I mean, if User's on a 4th and 5, 4th and 6, he is gonna punt the ball, so Zay might have another chance.
All right, will be something to look for as well as we're all watching. All right, we're ready for our Panthers final. Zay and one great user. Both of these pros are playing in their first club final. Zay enjoying one of the best runs of his career. One great user who upset the two-time defending Panthers champion to get here is also on top of his game. It's Zay and one great user for the Carolina Panthers club title. Scott and Dream, the floor is yours.
As I mentioned before, it's an all-Carolina final. Both these guys from North Carolina. And Zay is finally in the final. And I tell you what, he looked good so far. I tell you what, that 49th offensive rank, but really defensively, he got it done as well.
So what we're going to see from...
Yeah, well, just give me a moment here. We'll get to it, and then I'll have you break it down. These are the most important things, Trini, is these abilities.
Zay's going to have Hot Route Master, Jukebox, and Nast Streak. That's just a tough 3 to defend on offense. You basically have to worry about the pass, run, and then Joe Thomas getting after your DBs, just pancaking everybody, and then he's just making sure you can't run them with 3 secure tacklers.
Hey, here's the abilities on the other side for one great user. He's going to be making his first final club appearance. I tell you, people in the chat were going absolutely nuts for a user. Belmont just outside of Charlotte, and he's balanced, and he's going to need that balanced offense and defense to carry him home.
He's a fan favorite. Everybody loves him. He streams on Twitch, and he has a lot of fans out there, but, look for him to, work this Clinton Portis with Joe Thomas as well.
And here are his abilities, that Jukebox Nasty Streak. Where have we seen this?
We're going to see a lot of Joe Thomas today. And then Pat Tillman with Enforcer. I would not be surprised if we get a fumble or 2 from Pat Tillman against Clint Portis.
All right, let's get it on. It's the final here for the Panthers. Zay, 28 years old. User on the other side, 34. This might be the oldest final we've ever had. You look about Madden, these guys are ancient.
It's crazy. He's 34, but first live MCS appearance. We'll see how he does here.
User's been around for a long time, and he's got an opportunity to cash in. Most of these guys have kind of doubled up on their earnings. User only had $1,000 in career earnings before coming into this one, with now a 12-8 record, and it's going to be Zay starting with it first.
Somebody banging.
I was talking to a user yesterday. He says if he gets the stop to start off the game, he likes himself over everybody. So now he kicks it off to begin the game, he needs to stop.
I don't think he stops talking. You can see the playbooks here for Zay. Raiders.
We're going to see Raiders from both competitors, Zay and User. They're going to be running the ball from I form strong, all those formations there. That's the reason they picked it. And then Jets for User, and then
Jets or Giants? Which one's better?
I think Jets for the pass because they have
Hi,
1-4-6, but these guys are going to run, so 1-4-6 is never.
We're not going to see a lot of passing in this game, Tree. No doubt about it. Of course, the previous winners coming into this one was Manu, won it back-to-back. One Great User beat Manu twice to get here, and that last time was a wild game.
I believe.
No comment.
I believe User scored an 80-yard run touchdown with Clint Portis with 30 seconds to go to take the lead versus Manu to win that game. It was absolutely nuts.
We've seen some wild runs lead to some big upsets, and now User's trying to finish the job as they set up their audibles. Get ready to go here. One of these guys is going to make it to the round of 32. Be our 22nd club championship we've named. We'll still have 10 more to go.
No matter who wins here, Panthers are gonna have it. They're gonna have an entertaining representative.
Right you are, partner. 1st and 10 at the 24. Let's get it going.
Here goes night tight.
Hands it off to Portis. And shakes off Clowney. And that's a gain of 11.
He want to be classy. It's like he got identified. Come on. He got identified. He got identified.
Those dudes are just talking to each other, man.
What a crab.
That's Clowney, though.
What a crab.
That's Clowney.
I like the identifier.
Clowney gonna do what he do.
Yeah, like if you're running the ball, you want to know who they're using. If
But he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Because you would see the defensive guy, you know, you see the circle below the defender.
Yeah.
Let's go, boy.
And Portis.
Oh, my God.
And it's key to know that he doesn't have identifier, but if User's going to sit back there and twitch back and forth, you obviously giving away the guy that you're on defensively.
Yeah, and at that point, you're wasting 10 cap.
I like it.
He's basically telling you what user he's on. So.
Wing, single back, wing close.
So it's a good thing he doesn't have an identifier here. User's going to tell him that he's the free safety.
Where am I throwing Brady?
So a loss of 2, pushing back to the 33-yard line. We're here in the final. I'll say a happy hello to those out there watching, especially those Panther fans that are out there pounding.
Oh, God, good deep. Oh, he got Tyreek Hill in the backfield. Oh,
Tyreek Hill's in the backfield. Look for him to make an explosive play from the wing flex goes.
Can I get a stop one time? Open and drive.
You know, I've called games with One Great User.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a lot of words in those games either.
Hey,
I'm scared, yo.
You're definitely talking like, hey, this is just part of his game, I guess, to talk himself up. You know, I'm more of a quiet guy, just focus. But, you know, I guess he's just talking himself up.
Well, you know, you've gone up against a lot of guys. What's it like going up against a guy that doesn't stop talking?
Honestly, you got to ignore him. You got to ignore him and just focus on your game. Unless you're a trash talker, you can trash talk back if you want. But I'm usually just the guy who just focuses.
I think you let your bank account do most of your talking.
Oh, man.
3rd and 8. We can't allow your brother to get good. You guys might just have a monopoly on this whole thing.
What's this? What's this?
Joe Thomas in motion. Nasty streak time.
Oh,
does a good job getting off. That was Bush that was able to shake off Joe Thomas and make the tackle.
Is he going
and he has hot route master, so 4th and 6 isn't a bad down for him. He has a chance to dot it right here.
And that's what you're going to see on the current patch. You're not going to see Joe Thomas taking guys down. This is the previous patch.
Yeah.
The competitive will switch to the current title update in 2 weeks when the North from the AFC and NFC come in.
You see, what's the point of getting hot route master if we're gonna run the ball on 4th and 6? This is the whole point of hot route master. So you could pass the ball in these type of situations. Hey, Zay is making a bad move right there, wasting 45 or 55 cap on hot route master. Then he does that.
If you're gonna run a stretch, you just should punt it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get 6 yards.
1st and 10. I guess his thought is maybe catching him off guard, but nevertheless, it's going to have great field position for One Great User.
Yeah, all he needs is 40 yards, and he's going to go up 7-0. All he needs is 40 yards. That's just, man, bad decision by Zay to go for it right there.
It's a better start than User had in the semifinal, where he gave up a big long bomb to Randy Moss.
Both of these guys gave up you know, 7-point leads to start off the game, and they both came back. So, shoot, maybe this might be another example of that where maybe User scores a touchdown and then Zay tries to come back. So, we'll see. Maybe it's just a repeat.
Oh, God, he ran the ball.
He's still talking about. He's still talking. He's saying the same thing.
Yeah, like I said, it's just no point of getting hot rod master if you're, you know, if you're not passing the ball in 4th and 6.
Scott Coltrane, one great user here in the booth. 1st and 10. Hands it off to Portis. Trying to get to the outside. He'll roll to the 34.
Clint Portis, easy. He didn't get touched until like 3 yards down the field, and then he just fell forward in the extra 3 for 2nd and 4.
The online portion of the tournament. One great user rushed for 123 yards per game. That's the most out of these Final 4 for the Panthers.
I'm surprised there wasn't more. It felt like every run was a touchdown when I was watching him.
Well, he played Manu twice.
Yeah.
You know, so. Although he had some long runs on Manu, Manu's tough.
Yeah.
Certainly deserved to be here as well. Koye will go in motion, reset. And Portis untouched by Troy P. It's a touchdown for one great user.
Clinton Portis wide open. He didn't have to make a move. Easy, man.
In your memory, my guy.
And User's talking a lot of trash right now.
Showing some respect as well.
Yeah, he's trying to get in Zay's head. See, if I'm Zay right now, if I'm in this situation, I'm literally annoyed right now because User just talking and talking and talking. Like, come on, bro. You see, Zay just has to shut him up right here in this possession. If he doesn't, it's going to be a long day.
You'll get married one day, Draney, and you'll learn to tune people out. 2:32 to go.
Like it, man. Quick 4 and out, quick 6. Let's go.
Taken at the 14-yard line. There's Smith. Hit at the 25, and Zay's got to answer now here on his 2nd possession.
I mean, you're going to see a lot of running again. Zay's not going to switch up from his scheme. We've seen this last game. He was down 7-0. He just kept running the ball.
I know they probably think I can hear you, but I hear all the voices in my head. I thought I forgot. Auto flip on.
The user is funny, man.
Not a dull moment. 2:30 to go here in the 1st. We still got a long way to go, folks. One of these guys is going to represent the Panthers. Portis to the outside. Troy can't catch him. And Denzel Ward will use his speed. There's nobody faster.
Denzel Ward, man. Denzel Ward, like that's why you get the speed of the outside quarterback. He can actually have a crib shot, and then.
I want to see Dante Hall get on the edge, and can Ward catch him?
Oh, no. He's not catching Dante Hall. That's not a chance.
1st and 10.
Yeah.
Portis twisting his way to the 43.
I didn't have my user right. You're right. Even though that wasn't the same play, I didn't have my user right.
I'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's hard trying to remember all these adjustments. Lord have mercy. I'm too old for this distress.
34 years old.
This
making
man,
his first final.
This man user is like he's streaming right now, just talking to the chat.
Oh my goodness. I gotta get my user in the right spot. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
How many adjustments? Is there more adjustments versus the run than the pass defensively?
Nah, no way. Especially if you're getting like, it's different. Like sometimes like versus certain people, I'll just like keep it basic, 1 or 2 adjustments on the pass. But against elite players, you want to make a lot of adjustments. You want to catch them off guard with certain things. So no, it's a little different. It depends who you're playing.
2nd and 9. Move Joe Thomas in motion. Good blocking and a better juke to the 33. That'll be a 1st down for Zay.
I don't have time for all this stuff, Greeny. I gotta go back, take the auto flip off. If you go to wing flex close, all this, man. I'm too old for this, man. I ain't got but 10 seconds too. What he picking? Wing flex close. All right, take this off. Take this off.
Get in your bags,
Okay, take that off. Go back. Stormbraid.
These guys are just talking to themselves. It's just so funny.
I can picture a user 50 years from now in the old folks' home just talking through Madden adjustments to nobody, looking out the window.
Oh, man.
1st and 10. Back in my day, you didn't have to have run defense. 2nd and 6.
Why would you shoot the guy? Okay, now he going back to strong. Now I got to turn this on. Oh, have mercy. All this work this man making me do.
48 seconds to go here in the 1st.
if he stops the run right here, he's going to be in the same spot, like a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, and hey, if he runs the ball again, I will be mad.
Went for it on 4th and 6. It was a turnover on downs that led to a short field for one great user, who would then pop off a run for the first score of the game. Hands it off to Portis. Portis looking outside, tries to cut it back. And here comes that 3rd down from the 27, and he might take it to the 2nd quarter.
Hey, you know the run tough to stop, man. You know it's tough to stop. You know it's tough to stop. You're doing a lot. Motioning, going here and there.
They haven't, they've been talking, and it's been 99% user.
Yeah.
But they haven't been talking to each other yet.
Yeah, no, they're just talking to themselves. They're just trying to hype themselves up. I don't know what they're doing, honestly. User's just talking about his run defense, like, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this. I don't know. Yeah.
It's like get a game face on here to start the 2nd quarter. 7-0 in favor of user. We got a big 3rd down here, Drini.
Oh, man, I think he's about to run the ball right here with a dive, and here comes Joe Thomas with the motion.
Man, we got a decision to make. What are you doing here, Drini? You kicking or you going?
I might have to go for this. He gets ball at half. You know, I want to tie up the game, put a little bit of pressure on user. Now that he's going to kick 3, user's going to be up 4, gets ball at half. He's in a good spot, and I bet user's really happy that
he's thinking about it. Zay's thinking about this. He's kind of going through the math.
I mean, at this point, you have to kick it. You're not going to, you shouldn't take another timeout.
He's trying to pause.
He's taking a time. He's going for it.
He's going to call a timeout. He's going for it.
This is all we can ask for.
Turns back to the admin, because if you pause it, you really got to call a timeout anyway. So
yeah,
he'll burn that timeout, and we're going to have a 4th and 1 at the 24. What are you calling, Drini?
I'm definitely not running an outside run. I'm definitely not running an outside run because there's so many chances of a shed happening or someone shoots the gap. I'm running a dive and just running behind my O-lineman and hoping that I fall forward.
Haters, rest in peace to the parking lot.
Holy.
Yeah, one guy rapping, one guy talking to himself through the
Then
adjustments.
what we talking about? If I can't get a yard, then what we talking about?
Oh, are we getting some freestyle?
Yeah. It's a mixture of freestyle with Meek Mill.
Now I understand why Nas said he only needed 1 mic.
If I can't get a yard,
First down.
If I can't get a yard, I don't need to be here.
Move the chains, right you are.
I don't need to be here.
So sad. It took me so long to set it up.
Man can't win.
It took me so long to set it up. Now watch me blow it up now.
So that'll be a new set of downs at the 22.
What we here for?
Rivers hands it off to Clint. What a
we here
block!
for, man? Get in the end zone. Zay.
Breaking him off to the 16.
That was super close to, actually cribbing that. He took one step the wrong direction. He got tackled. Could have been a crib shot. Could have been 7-7.
Sometimes you don't need to make any moves.
Yeah. Sometimes
one
you got
cut and out.
Well, sometimes it's just better to run straight instead of trying to look fancy with one cut.
2nd and 5. Ball at the 16. And I think he's smart to use this clock here.
What is this? What is this?
If user gets it back, make it really tough before the half.
What is this?
Portis up the gut and fighting his way. Can he recover? He will! Touchdown, Zay!
Wow, man. From a 4th and 1 where he's about to kick it. Could have been 7-3. But he took his chance.
No, you can't. Touchdown time, and here comes the PAT. And we're about to be tied here in the Carolina Club Championship.
If I'm user, man, I take away this whole 3 minutes, try to get 3 points or 7. Either one's cool because you get ball at half. You're trying to get some points up right here to put yourself in the best spot possible.
9 plays, 74 yards, taking up 4:15.
This is entertaining right here. This is a close game. User's up a stop, but I don't know. Zay has the momentum right here, and he's talking like it too.
Buckle up, folks. I think we're in for a good one here. Okoye. Take it to the 29-yard line. That's where he'll lay down. Look at this run again.
Look at this. Breaking a tackle, breaking another tackle, and then he's going to do a stumble recovery, getting back up on his feet, and it's a touchdown.
Getting off Denzel Ward there, and Lawrence Taylor couldn't get him before he crossed the plane.
Look at the emotion, man. You could tell they want it.
Strong title.
This would be the biggest win for either of our competitors.
Okay.
They just want to be known as the Carolina Panthers club champion.
Both big Panthers fans. Don't live too far from the stadium. Hands it off to Okoye. And Christian Okoye. He's a nightmare to the 42.
Someone asked me, why does User have Okoye on the field? I think that was you, Cole.
Yeah.
That is why on first and second downs, he's going to want to run dive. He's want to get those 3 to 4 yards guaranteed with a chance for Okoye to break out, fall forward and get even more yards. So there goes Okoye fighting for User.
He's not bad in the run blocking game either with 2:45 to go. Ball at the 42.
Well, don't expect Tyler Bray to air it out right here. Okoye is getting the ball.
Tyler Bray, undrafted from the University of Tennessee, former Volunteer, will hand it off to Christian Okoye.
He doesn't have that speed, but you can tell he's falling forward every time Troy Polamalu tries to tackle him. That was like Tyreek Hill or anybody really that had the wheels, like Clint Portis. That could have been a long run right there.
Let's go, man.
Of course, Christian Okoye playing his high school ball at Uwande Secondary School there in Nigeria.
Shoot.
I just owned you, Drini. Coming up on the 2-minute warning here. Ball at the 47. 2 timeouts for both of our competitors. And you hear Zay calling for 1 stop. Just 1 time.
If User gets 7 right here, Zay is in a bad spot. But, Zay's trying to hold on to that momentum he has from scoring that touchdown. User is trying to fight back. He's at the midfield. He's ready, man.
Chance to double dip the chip. Score before the half and
stretch to the left incoming.
Get it back to get it going.
Stretch to the left incoming. Motioning the fullback to the left.
Trini Romo setting you up as they hand it off to Portis. To the edge, need Polamalu, and he will force them out of bounds at the 35.
Come on, Zay. Come on, Zay. That's on me. That's on me.
I play User too much to know, man.
Come on, man.
I'm trying to hear what he's mumbling. Something about barbecue.
Did I put the dive in the tight? I did.
I took the top off. I'm dripping like hot sauce.
High formation once again. Here comes Doyle. And there's Okoye. Take it to the 33.
Sometimes Okoye can be good for you, but there's some runs where I feel like he can break it with Clint Portis if he was in the game. If I'm a User, I'd put Clint Portis at
It's an old head move.
Yeah, definitely an old head move. But look at him. He's just
We're still
chewing the
spinning
clock.
cap on offensive line, man.
I forgot, man. I got to get Okoye out there. What am I doing?
90 seconds to go here in the first half. 7-7.
Oh, that's what he want to do.
Old school football right here. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
That's what he want to do.
I've never seen this defense right here before. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
Well,
and there's a reason why.
It ain't it, Chief. It ain't it.
There's a reason.
Touchdown, User.
There's a reason why I've never seen that defense before, because first time I ever seen it, touchdown, User. And now User's in the prime spot to win this game. He's up 7, and he gets ball at half. All he has to do is hold to 0 points right here. He has 1 minute to lock up.
He don't have no supreme.
5 plays, 71 yards, taking up 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Me and you both know, if you ain't got no supreme, Barbecue Nate can get busy. Ah, man. All right. Let me get a stop. Let me see if he gonna choke up like old buddy.
14-7.
Come on, son.
He's kicking it. Ooh, Lee Smith dropped it, caught it.
Oh, humble. Come on, Koye.
Going to the 22-yard line.
Come on, Koye, make a defensive
Got
play.
2 timeouts here with 106. That's tough when you're a runner.
Trust me. If he doesn't crib one of these next 2 runs, he's not getting any points. These are his only 2 chances right here.
You got to be careful that you don't give User a chance at 3 before the half.
Oh, yeah, for
you
sure.
Can't get it going.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10. Thomas will go out wide to the right. And Troy will hang on for dear life, and it'll be a loss of 2.
I got the right piece set up.
Troy Polamalu is shooting the gap. That's Troy Polamalu-esque.
Listening on the first drive.
That's what he does in real life.
Zay kind of looked over and gave props to User on that last stop. It's going to give us 2nd and 12.
He's coming on this tight slot. The tight slot's halfback week. It seems like everybody in Oakland who has hot route master loves this formation. It's a tight formation. You can just put post routes and corner routes everywhere. I love this formation. Let's see if Zay has dots out of it. I might have to copy.
I'd love to see the hot routes just go to that.
Yeah.
Corners and posts.
Oh yeah.
Ins and outs. We're done with them in Mad.
Yeah.
Just give us the corners and the posts.
I barely see 10-yard in routes anymore. I just see just post routes and corner routes usually. Oh, look at this.
He hands it out to Portis. Whoa. Have you met Pat Tillman?
That's got to be a fumble right there. He just forearmed him. Pat Tillman going crazy.
You don't get to run that play and get out of
Former
here.
Pac-10 Defensive Player of the Year at Arizona State.
You don't get to run there and get out of here.
It seems like you know every statistic from every college, from every year.
I'm an old man, Drini. And user will use a timeout and stop the clock with 51 seconds. It's a big play.
Wow.
And he'll hand it off to Portis.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Pat Tillman is still here.
wait.
I'm still here.
Where's my fumble? 2 games? Y'all robbing enforcer, man. That's too much cap. Come on, man. Adjust the cap.
Hey, it worked for Tony against Mo.
Definitely did. He got 2 fumbles for him. It's crazy. Oh, look at users trying to block his kick. That would have been funny if that was actually a thing.
And Deion's going to get a chance to return. And he'll step out of bounds at the 49.
All user needs is 12, I think 12 yards to kick this field goal. So let's see if Clint Portis can get it done.
Can we get 3? Can we get 3? Can we get 3?
2 guys from North Carolina that have flown transcontinental to try to represent the team that calls Charlotte home. Carolina Panthers here in the final.
On that right side, on the left side.
1st and 10 from the 49, 39 seconds to go, no timeouts.
If I'm user, I want to run to the left because he has nasty streak.
Oh, and he's still on his feet. Runoff is going to be a factor right here. 6 seconds.
Come on, man.
Run stretch to the left.
Yeah, you got to go to the short side here, maybe get out of bounds. Or throw the bomb to Joe Thomas. Still waiting. Portis.
Oh, look at
Gets to the edge, and you got to go out of bounds.
User with the mental mistake.
I got so greedy. I got so greedy.
What a mental mistake by user.
I got greedy.
And even a more mental mistake, he has jukebox and he spinned instead of juking. Oh man, he might as well just get spin
box.
cycle.
Certainly not.
He should have got spin cycle at that point.
Here at the half, 14-7. These guys playing and trying to represent the Carolina Panthers. And don't forget that Luke Kuechly Core Elite item and a trip to the Super Bowl and or down in Miami. Go to contest.panthers.com and select the secret phrase, keep pounding. If you're not doing it, I don't know why. Obviously you have the internet, you're watching. 14-7 as we head back to the second half. Remember, user's going to start with it, but that was 3 points that cost him. Let's see if that comes back to bite him.
Get him off the screen, baby.
I mean, user's full of emotion.
And Okoye will run out of bounds at the 32. Good starting field position. Less than 10 minutes to go. Scott Cole along with 2-time belt winner Drini.
Yeah.
Also set the record for 3 straight wins in the club championship with 3 different clubs. That means you got 29 more teams to represent before your career's done.
Man, what am I going to be? I'm going to be 49 years old by then.
Yeah, I don't think the stick work's going to be as good.
Y'all on the same team. What are we doing?
I mean, even from like 16 to now, can
Y'all
you?
on the same team.
What's your stick work? Is it getting better or worse?
I won't lie to you. My fingers were quick when I was 16, 17 years old. I'm telling you, that age stuff it's not a lie. Like, I talk to Boogs all the time, 30 years old or 31 years old. He's talking about how slow his fingers are. Yo, it's not a lie.
I don't know if you remember, you were 17, you couldn't play yet. And I told RG, I said, watch out for Drini or Joel. Come through here next year and win the whole thing. And you did.
Yeah. I remember actually.
You beat young Kiv.
Yeah, it's definitely
that was the wildest game I've ever seen, by the way.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a
That
crazy
second half was nuts.
Yeah.
14-7 in this one. Here comes a huge 3rd and 13. Zay locks up here. We got a ball game.
Yeah, and like I told you, if he is on a 4th and 6 or 4th and 7, he will punt the ball.
Oh, goodness.
But, oh, God.
Oh, goodness. First down.
He ran the ball.
He can't stop that play. He's got nothing. That stretch to the
All right,
left.
let's get back on track. I know y'all was worried. Y'all thought y'all saw the 13. All right, let's get back on track.
That was his moment.
That's got to be demoralizing. Stopping his run 2 or 3 straight, or what was it, 2 straight times?
2 straight times.
2 straight times, like for the backfield. And then he just gets the first down on the 3rd attempt. Could have been a punt. Game changing.
Goes back to Okoye now.
This is another reason. When Clint Portis gets tired, he got Okoye as the backup.
Hands it off. Okoye.
Oh.
A lot of people don't know that Bray, although 62 overall, has 99 handoff.
Definitely hasn't missed a handoff yet.
2nd and 3.
I think it's time to
Almost
it's time to hit him with that.
90 seconds plus gone by here in the 3rd. We've got a great day of Madden football coming your way. We're just getting started.
Users drove in 30 yards down the field, and he's took 2 minutes off the clock. So this next 50 yards, he's going to try to take as much time as possible as he can. He's going to make sure that Zay doesn't have that much time to work with.
2 tight ends. Doyle goes to the left side here at I formation. Portis to the right. Gets outside. First down.
10 rushes, 124 yards, 12.4 yards per carry. I mean, Zay cannot stop the run right now. He needs to slow down if he wants a chance at winning this club. He's going to have to tighten up.
Portis only averaged 4.4 in his career. Nearly 10,000 yards, but in this tournament, he's been the MVP. And you might have to put Joe Thomas as number 2 so far.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I hear you, Bugs. I'm putting it up. I won't run it no more. I like the barbecue day. I do.
Talking about Boogs. Going to be playing a little later on today. 1st and 10. Okoye. All about the Panthers right now to the 42. Speaking of keep pounding.
I mean, that's got to be the best motto for this club. Everybody.
Certainly with these 2 guys in the final, you're going to get yourself a runner that likes to pound it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't think we've seen a pass so far in this game.
How about Christian McCaffrey finally getting to the 99 club?
Man,
he is having an unbelievable year.
I know.
He's a pass threat. He's a run threat. It's just a dynamic running back. Got to be a 99.
2nd and 8. Bray barking out the orders.
If you're a user, do you go on conservative right now? Like, not right now, but if he gets into field goal range, do you go on conservative, or do you just keep on running with Clinton? Because I think I would go on conservative just to,
if he had got that 3 before the half,
yeah,
and it was up 2 scores, you certainly would think about it. But I mean, you're one silly thing away from this being a ball game.
Yeah.
And that's maybe why you're bringing up the conservative.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Portis cough it up much. Sorry, Serious Mo. 2nd and 8.
All right, no.
Here comes Doyle.
Zay's running edge blitz, but it seems like he doesn't know the proper setup. But what do I do?
Well, too many times these guys have been caught up inside on that same play, or Joe Thomas has buried somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
3rd and 8.
All right. Here.
You got to go back to that play, that stretch to the left with Joe Thomas out there.
Yeah, this is his 3rd down play. Looks like he just like relying on this run play. If he doesn't get the first down, I want to see what he does. If it's like a 4th and 6, does he punt it like this close to the red zone, or does he actually run the ball again? Like, that's a good question. I don't know what's in user's mind right now. What's he thinking? But you know, if he's on a 4th and 7, 4th and 8, I wonder what he does.
He's not going to get out there again.
Oh,
he's got to make a user play, and he does.
Ooh. Did you bring a kicker to? Did you bring a kicker? Did you bring a kicker to this party?
Not you.
Did you bring a kicker to this party?
I'm so used to seeing the Supreme.
That's so crazy.
Did you bring a kicker to this party?
Y'all know I'm going for this. Y'all know I'm going for this. Y'all already know that. Y'all already know
You ain't
that.
bring one. I see. You wasn't prepared. Huh?
I wish I could hear what he's saying with the white noise.
If you bring a kicker from Charlotte, you got to check that. Not going through TSA. 4th and 4, he'll run the ball. No! White's got to get outside, he can! Portis will pick up the first down.
They just cheated me!
White could off the
I
block.
don't want to play no more.
Yo, this is a good
I don't
drive.
want to play no more.
Accidentally, it's a
They
good
did it.
drive. Accidentally, it became a good drive. We done took the whole quarter.
How he blocked 3 people? He blocked 3 people on one play.
Wow. I didn't even know I was
That's
talking
hell.
like that.
That's hell. I had it blew up.
Accidentally, this became a good drive.
User won't even make eye contact with him.
God.
Trust the nasties, man. Trust the nasty.
God.
The last week for the nasty. You gotta show out. Gotta show out, baby. Last week for the nasty.
We good.
So it's a first down. You got him in third down twice on this drive. As we head to the fourth quarter, put your fours up. Only 5 minutes left here in the Carolina Club Championship with all these games out on YouTube. Make sure you head out there and subscribe.
It's like the same story for every first and second down for this drive. He stops him for the first and second down, gets him on a 3rd and 7, and then user somehow converts. It's got to be heartbreaking for Famze.
Back breaking on a 4th down conversion, and Bray will hand it off again to Portis. And this time Troy Apke not getting faked out by the juke. A little early on the jukebox.
Yeah, right here, I talked about it earlier. I am 100% putting conservative on. You do not want to fumble, especially after that jukebox. Clint Portis is probably tired. You want to make sure that you get 3 points guaranteed.
I ain't gonna lie. First, I was kind of upset. I was like, white noise? You know what I'm saying? But honestly, it's cool because you don't hear nothing. You just hear yourself. It's like you up underwater or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's okay. It's okay.
That's a whole different competition if we're Madden underwater. We could probably get that sponsored.
Go ahead.
2nd and 5. Here comes Doyle. Hands it off to Portis. Spun down at the 20-yard line. Here comes a 3rd and 2. He's just eating up all this clock.
Let's get him fresh.
A lot of time.
What he's doing right here is he's rotating formation, trying to get Clint Porter's energy all the way back up. And he is about to run the ball. Nothing we haven't seen before.
He's apologizing that he has no dots. So we've seen a few run dots.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. He's like, I know you want to see the dots. I'm sorry.
Sure, when they patch that, they already patched that streaks, but once we get on the update, we might see some dots from user, or if he makes it to the final 32.
Mid-December, 17th through 20th, one of these guys is going to represent the Panthers in a tough NFC South. Here's a 3rd and 2. Bray hands it off to Portis, and he'll pick up the first down, and why not a touchdown? Little swag at the end. One great user.
Man, user put in a lot of time with those nasties. Back where he's laughing at home, he's like, he just wanted to figure out how to make the most of these nasty streaks, and here he is, man. Going up 21-7, Clint Portis and Joe Thomas show.
The MCS era that started back in Madden 16. Users only earned $1 grand.
You feel me?
If he holds on here, he would times that by 6.
You feel me? Woo!
And he'll kick it away.
Let's lock up.
He needs something quick.
Let's lock up, man.
Take a look at this again. Nobody home on this left side.
Look at Joe Thomas just pushing him down like he's a baby.
So 1st and 10 out to 26 for Zay. He had 2 moments there, a 3rd and 13, and then a 4th and 4, and he couldn't get user off the field.
Yeah, this is just on him, man. He had his chances, but he just could never execute. So can't blame anybody but himself.
Hands it off to Portis.
What is this bubble gum?
21-7.
Look at this.
I think he's almost talked himself out.
What is this? First,
Save it for the interview. 3 minutes ago.
What is this?
See, users pressing with his cornerbacks. He has no worries about them getting beat deep. He has 2 elite cornerbacks out of Dion and Denzel Ward.
And they go to Portis, and it's back.
Blow it up! Blow it up! You need a sip of water, man. You need a sip of water.
That was the tale of the story. User
Oh my
stopped
God,
the
he's
run,
doing it again?
and User ran the ball.
Oh my God.
Those are the two biggest things in his game that in his game plan that he needed to execute, and he did.
This is the furthest that either of these competitors have been
Let me get the play.
in their Madden careers.
Oh, timeout, man. Damn it.
And
So
User's got to use a
terrible.
timeout.
So old. Trying to go back and do adjustments. Oh, that's why I'm supposed to go to recent plays. Recent plays. You told me that too?
Who's he talking about? Is he talking about Boogs?
No idea. But if I'm Zay, where's the sense of urgency?
Baby.
Like,
Oh, baby.
he needs to score quick. He's
baby.
down 14. He doesn't score
I'm gonna
quick,
hit
it's
the
over.
line.
He has to
I'm
score
gonna hit the
quick.
line on.
Watch this Ross coming across.
He's probably going to throw it to Portis right here.
That's what runners do. And throws a little hitch route.
By the way, if you don't know who that is, that's JoJo Natson, a.k.a. a 10-cap silver, 80 speed. That's why I say there's no point of getting hot route master. He doesn't have the receivers to catch the ball if he does want to pass.
Screamer, go get him. No.
Ross will
none of
come
that.
across.
None of that. Go get him.
Look
I
for
don't
these
even
two
care what
crossing
happened. I'm
routes
gonna
from
get
Hill and Ross here on a 4th in the game. Screen
Oh.
machine, and it gets it
Oh.
out, but it's picked by Ward.
Baby. Y'all already know.
Awkward but effective.
Y'all already know. Go get him. Go get him. Don't play. Listen, I got the defensive sub tips. Twitch.com/onegreatuser. Subscribe. You too can become tough and be blind. For real. Be blind. I literally can't see. You know what I'm saying?
Under 2 minutes to go. First turnover of the ball game.
I'm in the barbecue, mate.
Hope he's ready to eat some pizza.
Oh my God, we already in field goal range.
Here in about 2 minutes.
I'm in the barbecue, mate.
The crew is going to be real
God.
upset when they go back there and look for Papa John's because Drini and I made a dent
I never even had to see the goofiness.
back in the green room.
Never even had to see it.
2nd and 7. They'll hand it off to Portis.
Oh my God, don't do no shit, man.
He's working his way to the 29. Is he on conservative or
Look,
not?
I'm gonna get this
Have
first.
you
I have
seen
no
him go?
idea,
We're gonna get
but
out of here.
he
All
should
right,
be
y'all
on
feel me?
conservative. If not,
I'm gonna get this
it's
first. We gonna get
inexperienced move.
Y'all feel me?
But this game's over.
Be the biggest win of his career. Field goal would just about do it. Portis. And we certainly know Zay's on aggressive tackling.
They're going for strips every single time. And what if Zay gets a field goal block for 6 right here? This would be interesting.
It's going to be a 49-yarder to ice it.
Ooh, he didn't make it perfect.
He cheating. He cheating. He cheating. Stop cheating.
Didn't get it.
I had to
And
watch
this
his
game
hands. Lord have mercy.
is pretty
I had
much
to watch
over.
Up,
his
and
hands.
it's good. You
He's
saw
like trying
Zay
to cheat
peeking
me.
over. He wasn't screen
Oh,
peeking,
no.
but he certainly was looking at those hands to see when he's going to release that A button. Nevertheless, 24 to 7. User putting up some points.
Yeah, he put up, what, how many points last game? 40?
It's over anyway.
40 plus?
34, something like that.
Yeah, 34. Now this game, 24. There's a lot for running the ball. You usually just want to manage the clock when you're running the ball, but
I was terrified. I was like,
you just figure out a way to score.
Got a lot of short fields.
Yeah,
He's forced a lot of turnovers. 7 turnovers in this tournament.
Hey.
Absolutely nuts. And look, he's running the ball down 17.
I think Zay will be back. He's talked about his 3-year journey, starting at the Madden Classic in 18. Works a full-time job, said he's got a kid on the way.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Really about to win the Panthers club? No way.
And they're going to have a brand new champ. Manu won this back-to-back. There's Jadeveon Clowney, who
I didn't overthink
grew
it.
up
You know,
about
I didn't
and played his
overthink it.
high
It's
school ball
crazy.
about an hour away from Charlotte there in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and he comes up big on the play.
He's just starting to feel it. It's starting to kick in. Feels like he won the championship, and he's just so happy right now.
Gonna get that trophy.
I can't even believe it.
Get a chance to
No
represent the
quarterback.
Panthers.
I'm so trash. Who's offside? Look at the point shaders. Go get him. Oh, well,
And he dropped by Ross.
That's crazy. Lawrence Taylor, offside.
It'll be a 3rd and 16 after the penalty. 41 seconds to go. A chance to draw it up again. He'll hand it to Portis. That tells me you got nothing.
You know, he was so dominant the first game. Oh, man, he put the third guy, man.
4th and 15.
last play of the game, basically.
I can't help but agree with you. If you got hot right master, but you don't have the guys to get it done. As Tyreek Hill breaking away, but Dion will catch him. 3-score game, and no timeouts. Need to get out of bounds there. And one great user is going to represent the Panthers come mid-December. And the guy from North Carolina, from Belmont, right there on Interstate 85, is going to be your Charlotte Panthers. Carolina Panthers from Charlotte. Going to be the champion here in a 24-7 win for user. See, 24-7, 34-18. He was dominant, Dre.
Yeah, his run game and his run defense is what won him this game. He made sure that Zay, he held him to like 80 yards. So look at that. He had 33 passing yards and 80 running yards. That's 110 total passing yards, or 110 total yards that user allowed. So he played impressive defense and he just ran the ball.
He ran it all day long, and the champ for the Panthers is standing by with Evan.
Yep, well, it's time to crown a champion, and it's one great user. You had one great user throughout both of your games, but in the finals, you took the lead over Zay, and you never let go. How does it feel to finally represent the Panthers?
It feels good, but, it hasn't set in yet. I'm like, I can't believe I won, because usually I fold. I mean, I've been good for a while. Like, I just fold, they'll tell you. I fold, man. Like, I remember the fight for the phone was folding against Problem. Listen, I hope you got time, because I'm about to take some time.
Okay,
man. So
all right.
Just sit back.
You got a little bit.
Yeah, I won. So, yeah, man, usually I fold. Like, some reason I fold. And the whole time, I was just like, just don't fold. Just the preparation, everything I went through, everybody helped hook me up. Like, my squad's officially washed. They're old. Nobody made the ladders. They were just trash. But they're still my homies. Yeah. At the end of the day, Drini stepped up, man. Bugs, Ghost, man, all them guys in the community, man, they showed me love, man, from Skimbo to Dubby, even Taylor Gang and Lil Tony last night. Just everybody stepping up, trying to make sure the old man was right, man, for real. And I appreciate it, man, because I couldn't have made it, man. My brain too small for that, man.
And how great does it feel to have people like that supporting you?
It does, man. It feels good. I mean, that's why you can't really be happy and take all the credit, because you're just a part of their lab work and their profession and them really grinding. And, like, if you just play smart and get the reps and put it in, you got a chance. And that's all I wanted, is a chance, Now,
you mentioned that some people in these club scene are journeymen. You're from North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're a Panthers fan.
Oh, yeah, check the birth certificate.
As a real Panthers fan, winning this, what does this mean? I'm not going to have to check the birth certificate. I believe you. What does this mean to actually go ahead and win and represent?
Oh, it was big, man. I mean, because this is my squad. Listen, the reason why I lost a bunch of games back in the day, I was a fanboy. I used the Panthers even when they wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, why are you bringing out the P's? Like, everybody in the community knows I'm going to use the Panthers. And so it really means a lot to me. I'm glad that we got a new owner, man. Like, I love what he's doing with the organization. And then, like, because, like, we never even had trophies and stuff. For him to just sign off like, hey, man, get that to him, And I want to give a big shout out to Matt Marcoux. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gives shouts out to Matt Marcoux. The reason why I'm giving a shout out to Matt Marcoux, he stepped up, when Steve took a step down, you know what I'm saying? And he's been doing a good job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, listen, we know you're excited, and we want to give you something to put a capstone on it. This trophy right here for you, the club championship, under bottom right here. Raise it up, buddy. You are the Carolina Panthers club champion.
I can't believe it. Mama made it. Baby, you see it? You see it? Oh, man.
Congratulations, one.
Last time I lost in Orlando, man, it was so bad. Oh, I thought about getting a divorce for no reason. For no reason. Just over the game. Just mentally just destroyed.
You're great, man.
And I love it. Oh, I appreciate it. Baby, we're going to be together for another year.
So much.
I love you.
I think we have to let him keep doing that. It's going to keep going. We have to move on to more clubs. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, one great user. We are literally trying to kick you off the stage. We love you, but you have to go somewhere else. The Panthers have their winner, as now 22 NFL teams have crowned a Madden champion. 10 more to go to get to 32. We want to remind you that December 17th, all 32 NFL clubs will each send a Madden Pro back here to EA and represent their team at the Madden NFL 20 Club Championship presented by Snickers. And they will, of course, be playing for the Madden NFL 20 Club Championship belt and a prize pool worth over $700,000. All right, that brings our coverage of the Carolina Panthers Club Championship to a close. It was fun, and we want to thank the Panthers and Papa John's for their support. Make sure to visit Madden Competitive Gaming on YouTube for VODs of each and every final during the run to the NFL Club Championship. Join us later today for more Madden 20 Club Championship action starting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Panthers have their champion, and it's one great user. Thanks for watching.